I'm back.
You is back.
I am back, and I have some more NASCAR Rumble because we're not quite done. We're not quite done with this game just yet. We've got, I'd say, about the way I've been formatting it. This stream and another stream of it to go, and then after that will be roughly around when we are done with it. But this should be where it gets the most interesting at this point because, well, it's time to get into the Elite Cups. Or the Elite Championship. So,
were you raised as an ice cream man?
This is where we're gonna have all the fast cars, or the fastest cars. And
so proper NASCARs.
Yes.
You just gotta remember to do it for Dale.
Do it for Dale, man.
Yeah, do it for Dale.
I think the last car I was actually using was Dale. But Dale Jarrett, not Dale Earnhardt. Oops. Everyone has a hit. Everyone has a freak because not the right Dale.
I still like Dale Jarrett. Nothing wrong with him.
No, I didn't say there was.
Nah.
All right.
He drove a UPS car, so he's cool.
He drove ups.
Yeah, exactly.
Upside down.
I'm gonna be odd. I think actually no manager might have driven his car already. Never mind. Who do I want to drive as this time for the first one at least? Wouldn't be surprised if I've already used him. I'm gonna drive. I'm gonna use Steve Park. So that again, same order, which means we start with the Gold Rush.
Gold Rush. I remember that show. That was all right.
Kale. Okay, there, Inferno.
This game literally just looks like Rumble Racing. But then again, I think Rumble Racing was based on NASCAR Rumble.
Yes.
Thought
Rumble
so.
Racing is a spiritual sequel.
Yeah.
As we immediately start hammering everybody. Because, you know, gotta hammer your way through. And then get the grippy tires. Alright, we're off to a good start then. Oh, now I got the boost, so especially good start.
Boost!
Don't usually get this lucky on the first lap, so this is a nice change. Oh, pfft. Actually, kind of helps though. To be fair, actually, might be a little bit of an easier way to do that. Oh, pfft. Okay, Thunder, stop hitting triangle.
Yeah, you're not. Oh, you are using Xbox controller. My mistake.
No, I'm using DualShock 4.
Ah.
I want to get a an Xbox One controller at some point and just use that as my main PC computer, but don't quite have that yet.
Doesn't have the monies.
No. Not at the moment.
I don't think Twisters in Rumble Racing were that forgiving. Because I've noticed it says reduce speed. In Rumble Racing, if there was a tornado, the tornado was just going to wipe you out.
I get the feeling they just did that because most people when they play this game don't really don't really slow down.
Whoa! Nice barrel roll.
Rip Wally. GTA Salad San Andreas Super Sports Series 2018. I don't believe this is that game, Dorset.
This is like NASCAR meets Death Race 2000.
Minus the weapons. Well,
minus the
proper
weapons and running people over.
No, this is NASCAR.
And minus all the death.
That too.
Yeah, I think Twisters were more punishing in Rumble Racing.
Okay, that was the shortest Joker pickup ever. That was a bit bizarre.
Oops.
Welcome to Bizarro Land.
Indeed.
Hello, I am returned from.
I usually turn the car in the direction the Twister spins me in and lose very little speed. That's a useful thing I could try. If I could remember to stop pressing triangle.
Triangles.
Stop it!
Triangles, 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 triangles.
It's okay, I froze Bobby. Oh, well that probably wouldn't have hit me anyways, but better safe than sorry. Yeah, I'm thinking I'll just fucking reset the car rather than trying to slow down. I think it's a little easier that way. Listen here, you rotary fucker. Stop spamming triangle. Nothing wrong with some rotaries. Well, unless you plan on driving the car more than 100,000 kilometers. Or is it miles? I don't even remember.
It's 80,000 miles, I think. And then the apex seal stops sealing.
Yeah, it happens. This is what happens when you decide to play the game with a mayhem power-ups.
Nice.
Oh god, there's a huge string of them there.
Strings.
That resetting the car with the triangle button. Resetting the car with the triangle button looks like the cheapest tactic I have ever seen in any video game.
It is very cheap, I'm not gonna lie. But
it's like, hey, that's a tornado,
useful.
I'll just reset my car.
Oh shit. Fuck off. Get away. Fucking move, Ernie.
Hey, Ernie Irvin was... I don't know.
Oh god,
he was,
he's on front of this now.
I don't know, I was watching NASCAR in the mid-2000s, not the 1990s.
Oh shit. Well, this isn't the best of starts.
Oh.
Oh, fuck you, Ernie.
Well,
Like in park, you'll probably get fired from your race.
I did say mayhem. I did indeed say mayhem.
You wanted mayhem? Now you've got it.
Oh, hey, you're driving Steve Crashy Park.
Okay, let's relax there.
I mean, Steve, I'm so bad I got sacked from DEI Park.
Was he actually that bad or something?
I'm not sure if he was actually that bad, but I think he just couldn't get along with Teresa Earnhardt, which honestly, I don't think anybody could.
Whoops.
Apes.
Oh god. Okay. That happened.
Oh.
Oof.
It's not that he was bad, he wrecked a bunch. Speaking of curbs, I updated one of my tracks to get rid of curb boosting. Oh boy.
Wait, what game are you talking about with curb boosting?
GTA.
Oh, okay.
AKA Abuse Curb, the video game.
Isn't that GT 1 or 3?
No, GTA 5. You can't really abuse the curbs in GT1 and GT3. It doesn't do anything. In GTA, going over the curves make you
grip.
In GTA, going over the curves make you go faster for whatever fucking reason.
Because video games.
Because quote unquote good programming.
Well, I mean that's what happens when you play Steely Wheelie Automobile 5.
No.
We're fine.
Oh, you got frozen. Brought to you by Frozen Flakes.
I was frozen today. Even though I've made that joke a few times at least during this playthrough. Well, I didn't time that one very well.
You landed right on top of freeze.
Yes, I did.
Good job, Thunder.
I got this. Although, to be fair, I kind of do got it because of my lead right now.
Gee, I don't remember Rumble Racing's AI being that easy.
Well, certain tracks they don't tend to do as well, and in other tracks they do better. At least in this game.
Yeah, Rumble Racing, the rubber banding was so atrocious.
Gotta have challenge.
Don't you feel special?
Well, that didn't work.
Oof.
Yes, oof. I was oofed alright.
Thunder, what are you doing? Taking the my way?
Still sees less
taking
twisters
your
in
way.
this game in Midwest
Yeah.
America.
Since when did you have copyright of it?
I always reset my vehicle whenever a freeze alert or twister alert always happened.
I thought I'd try it out. It works 80% of the time.
60% of the time, it works every time.
That doesn't make sense.
It's an old meme.
I'm aware of the meme. That's what I was trying to quote.
Reduce speed, twister alert, reduce speed!
Jesus Christ, fucking Ernie just came. Like, I had this huge lead and then suddenly it's gone. Why press triangle? Where's the fun in that? I don't know. You tell me.
You're supposed
There's
to go
nothing
around
better
the
than getting
vehicle.
sucked up in a tornado.
Why aren't you in here, by the way, Q, since it's NASCAR? Well, this particular NASCAR game.
I mean, they might as well just call NASCAR Rumble NASCAR Oklahoma or something like that.
NASCAR Oklahoma.
I mean, the thing is that in Rumble racing, you rarely ever got the twister power up, and the AI couldn't get it. But in this game, it's like everybody, it's just tornado spam. From what I'm observing here.
What?
God, imagine if this game was online.
Wow, Q. Way to let that crowd down, Kappa.
Nice one, you.
Ew. You leave to go play GTA 5. What a fucking nerd.
Nerd! Nerd!
I simply just don't play GTA.
That's Kadoosh. Bye bye.
I don't play it very much anymore.
It's a game that's had its questionable choices.
And moments.
Yep. New cars released in this past update. Oh wait, they fucking suck.
And that cost you your soul.
Yep.
And they break the game.
Don't get me wrong.
No, they don't break.
Because-
Well, the last update had a car that broke the fucking sports class because give it stupid amounts of speed.
Dude, that just sounds like Gran Turismo Sport with the Group 4 class.
No, this is even worse.
Well, so basically everybody's not using BMW M4s and Mazda 6s.
Mm-hmm.
No, they're just using one car.
Yeah, that
So-
sounds like Gran Turismo Sport like a couple months ago. Because in Group 4, everybody was using the Renault Megane. Which,
Yeah, I remember that. I remember that.
that pissed me off.
You know, here's the thing. In GT Sport, people still gravitate to the Beetle and 911 RSR.
Well, I like
mean,
the RSR is nice though.
Yeah, the RSR is nice. The Beetle's just, no,
Yeah, I mean,
I don't know. Group 3 is, like I said last night in my stream, the Group 3 cars are normally well balanced. It's just one is more balanced than the other. So basically, the 911 RSR, and if you're on the oval, you use the Vision GTI, and then the Beetle.
New in chat, who dis? What do you mean? What do you mean 13th?
What's talking about me?
I have no idea.
Must be a meme.
yeah, as I was
Good
saying,
job, me.
As I was trying to say in the new GTA 5 cars, don't get me wrong, the cars themselves look amazing.
Well, I don't
Honest-
think the Type-In doesn't look that great. The
Well,
Entity XXR does
well,
look like $1
well, they
million.
look decent.
And the Entity
But-
looks fantastic, the new one, but it's they fucked that car up so badly in the way it drives. It's just
Yeah.
why?
Honestly, it's just a case of that. in terms of the new cars, apart from the Hot Drink Saber, you're better off buying them as show cars and don't even bother thinking about racing them.
Pretty much. No, there's gonna be one more stream after this because I gotta do. The next stream will have to be the Elite Legend Cup, and then that'll be the finale.
I hate to change the topic real quick, but I just realized that this track that you're on, Thunder, literally looks like a copy paste. It looks like Rumble Racing has a copy paste version of this. Because that hairpin section, you could just cut right through it, and then there was the waterfall. It looks like they just took this track and just retextured it in Rumble Racing.
They probably did.
Yeah. Not that it's a bad track or anything. I actually enjoy this one.
Oh no. Good thing you reset it, Thunder, or else you'd be going into the lake.
Yep.
Oh, trust me, he's been in the lake many times in previous streams.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
I mean, Denny watches them. So
Who would win? Who would win? One of the upcoming Twitch streamers or one Twisty Boy?
I bet of both. Wait, that doesn't work.
Wait, what?
Wait a minute.
Yeah, wait.
Well, I had a tree.
Stop taking my memes, Thunder.
Doesn't have to be your meme.
It is my meme.
You used to, well, you had some memes before that.
Yes,
tree.
I
Now
know,
you know.
about the old memes.
Yes. I still remember them. Well, some of them. There's 3 that I still remember very fondly.
Name all 3.
Black. Is it because it's black and red? Shouting bitch and touring cars.
Eh.
You don't sound very impressed.
It's because... Nah.
Nah.
Old memes.
Yes.
Really old and irritating memes. I've
Not
mellowed
even-
out since then.
They're not even that irritating. They're amusing. At least to me.
Yes, bitch.
Just remember, the car is heavy.
34
That's a
pounds
rhino
apparently.
Oh. Oh.
Remember the
No,
car
I honestly-
stick and trunk.
I honestly don't
trunky.
remember who. I honestly don't remember who called it Jeffy Gornods. I think it was.
Jeffrey Gornons.
No, I remember. I'm in a Discord server with a couple of my friends from GT Planet, and one of them posted a picture of like a knockoff Jeff Gordon blanket that they found, and it literally it said Jeffy Gornods, and instead of DuPont, the car said DuPant. And I was like, what? Yeah, it was. I'll put it in the chat. It was spelled like this. It was spelled like that, and I don't know. So I made that one of my channel emotes.
That yellow guy is way far behind. Holy crap.
Yeah, he's
in his,
Very fast.
Must be
having
Honda
issues.
powered.
Must be.
Actually, you can't say that anymore.
Well, no, because considering McLaren's now switched to Renault engines.
Yeah,
Which
and
makes
Toro
no
also has the
goddamn
Honda. Well,
sense.
Toro also now has the Honda engine, but they're showing decent speed and lap times now.
Of course they are.
I blame witchcraft.
Blame Witchcraft.
It's like Honda gets all mad that McLaren leaves them because they couldn't make a good engine during their time there. So that's like, we'll show them as they go to Toro Rosso. It's like, and McLaren's probably sitting there like, where the fuck was this when you were our engine supplier?
Exactly.
I bet you some of it had to do with McLaren.
I wouldn't be
Because
surprised.
they wanted to have the works treatment. They wanted to be all snobby with their little Honda engines. Like, oh, we were great in the 80s and the 90s. And look how it turned out.
Back in our day with the Honda.
It's like back in our day, we had amazing turbos and V10s.
Yeah, and to be honest, I think
Hasn't
this is going...
McPhair's, or why did I read that as McPhair's? McLaren been unreliable since the mid 2000s. No.
No. 2000. The 2005 car was the fastest car on the grid. It just exploded all the time. 2007, 2008, they were pretty quick. 2008, they won the title. 2010, they were a little slow. Same goes with 09. 2011, they were pretty good. It's just Red Bull was ahead of them. 2012 was kind of the same, and then they haven't had a good car since 2013, at least.
Yeah.
That
But yeah,
was when
I still
they
remember.
won
I still
the
remember
right.
2005. Had it not been for it blowing up, I would. Kimi Räikkönen probably would have won in that year, rather than
Kimi
Alonso.
had more wins. Kimi had more wins. He just wasn't as consistent as Fernando. Kept getting consistent podiums. That's why.
That is true. That is true.
Holy shit! You got Alan Kulicki. That's his name.
Yep.
Clucky.
He's the legend of the area.
Yeah. I honestly think this season is going to be really tough for Hamilton, considering the improvements that other teams have made.
Apparently, the new McLarens in testing have been quite a bit better already. From what I've heard,
with the Honda engine, it's just they still have their problems.
They do.
Mainly cool. From what I remember, it's cooling issues.
Yeah. I'm hoping they get that solved though.
Yeah, it'll be nice to see McLaren try and at least, like I said before to my friends, it's like I do hope that they at least get one podium.
Yeah.
And Fernando probably won't be too salty this year because he's also got that full contract with Toyota this year.
Yep.
Oh, Toyota back.
Say that again.
Toyota back then.
Well, no, he's got a full contract with Toyota for the WEC season this year. They had to reschedule the Japanese race, so Fernando can race.
I think they added Interlagos this year as well for the 6 hour.
And I think that's next year, 2019, 2020.
Oh,
Next season. I did read about that this morning, though.
so you bring races next year?
Is it?
Yeah,
They're going to Sebring.
yeah. You got the WeatherTech, and then you got the WEC at Sebring next year.
Oh, well,
Basically, it's Lone Star Milan. It's Lone Star Le Mans, just in Florida on a bump here.
Is that my Hot Wheels car? It could be.
Don't know.
It looks like a Hot Wheels car.
Pretty much is.
It's the original Jet Threat.
Clearly.
I can't remember which Jet Threat I had. I think it was like there was only one Jet Threat car if I remember correctly, and it was like 3.0. I got one lying around somewhere.
There's that feeling when there's like 4 fucking Jet Threats, and it's like, why so many? Though that being said, out of all the Jet Threats, 3.0 is probably my favorite one. It just, in terms of looks alone.
Yeah, Jet Threat 3.0. That's the one I have, except mine's got like
Yeah, the last time I had a bunch of Hot Wheels, I had a 3.0. It was a 2002 casting where it was like blue. It was like a really nice blue color and had some tampos on it.
Mine's a 0G Jet Threat. I just realized that. I remember this car pack. It had like a Charger RT, had a power pistons, and it had a Maelstrom in it. Or Maelstrom, whatever you call it. That was such a cool pack.
I had a Maelstrom as well. But mine was like a first edition, so it was just the original blue one.
Yeah, mine wasn't that.
I still missed my collection, but I needed the money for other stuff at the time, so I had to part way. I allowed myself to part ways with it because getting that became important to me. But if I ever do get around to getting more again, I already have ideas of some of the ones I would want. So
I've been picking up like the individual package cars recently because you can get them at Walmart for like $1 or less. I think my last one, I forget which series it is. It's called Then and Now, and it's an FBRX7.
Yep.
This is probably the coolest one I got, aside from, I think it's a Liberty Walk 280Z I found.
Mm-hmm.
Or it looks, in the back it looks like a Liberty Walk kit. And I got some of the Gran Turismo ones at Walgreens, which are nice. Although the R32 one doesn't have a wing in the box for some reason.
Weird.
So, rip that. I remember Power Rocket, and I remember Way Too Fast, although I never had either of them. Power Rocket was in the Hot Wheels games, and that thing was so fun to drive. Not as fun as, like, Hot Wheels Prototype 12.
Talk about Hot Wheels. Did you ever play Hot Wheels Xtreme Racing for the PS1? I haven't played it in about 18. I have not played it in about 18 years. 13th.
I played Turbo Racing.
I played the fuck out of Turbo Racing.
I didn't play the hell out of Turbo Racing. I played the shit out of Velocity X and World Race. I still got like 2 of the World Race cars. I think one of them is called the Ballistic, and the other one was like a Plymouth Roadrunner.
I know what you can play to replace Rumble. What should I play to replace Rumble?
Gadget Racers.
Yeah, I could do that if I wanted to.
Well, Racer, we were watching Racer X play Choro Q.
Right.
So
you should LP Xtreme Racing if you can get a copy. I mean, that shouldn't be too hard.
you could do an LP. Well, actually, no, never mind. An LP of Velocity X would be too short.
Oh, Denny's internet had a quote-unquote massive sad.
A massive sad.
Garfield cart.
Fuck off with Garfield cart.
No, you. Well,
What the hell is that anyway?
You know, I think that jet car was used in Rumble Racing. It's called Thor.
Wouldn't be
if I remember
surprised.
correctly. Yeah. What was the one kart game? I gotta look this up.
Was it called the one card game?
I wish.
I mean, that would be easy to remember.
Here you go. You should play Smurf Racer. Or in Europe, it was called 321 Smurf.
Oh, fuck off.
Ooh. Finally.
Why would I want to subject myself to that? I don't want to do that.
What?
I mean, it has good physics.
Yes, because that's clearly a reason for me to play. It's because of good physics. It's just, why should I play it? The physics are good.
Yeah, but the AI is bullshit.
Probably. I mean, it's a kart racer aimed for kids that are like at the age of 3.
So it'd be very easy.
Yeah.
That wouldn't be very fun.
I just realized that I'm looking at the track map. This kind of reminds me of another Rumble Racing track that I think they call Cargo.
Well, there is some cargo thing in this one. Oh, fuck!
Oh!
You just got double twisted. Holy shit. Oh my god.
Well then.
Midtown Menace 3 ReLP. Not for a while.
Not forever.
I just saw track prep cappuccino.
Please,
Hey.
please,
Like, you just like Thunder just got quadruple oofed.
A lot of
Yeah,
oof.
he just got sent to Mars.
Shit, Mars is pretty close, isn't it? No.
I think he got sent to the Shadow Realm.
Mm.
what the hell? Why can't I play?
He got shifted all the way to the
Need for
planet
Speed Pro
Moon.
Street Nevada Highway Edition when? I mean, when I
God,
eventually
if
get
it
to
was
Pro
like-
Street and Need for
Well,
Speedathon. That's
If
when.
it was Pro Street like Tennessee Edition, it'd just be nothing but potholes.
Pothole. Yay.
I don't think I've ever gotten pizza heartburn before.
How do you get pizza heartburn? Unless you eat like shitty pizza.
Eating pizza with he's probably referring more to the tomato sauce. Because that's an easy way to get heartburn is from the tomato sauce.
Yeah. Tomato sauce always does the trick. My
Yeah,
mom
'cause
can't
Marcus
have
was acidic.
pizza.
I mean, I've burnt my tongue on pizza, but that was also because the pizza had jalapenos on it, and I needed milk for that because milk has, I think, an enzyme to relieve the burn.
Yes.
So, you know. I'll tell you what, jalapeno pizza's good.
I've had like jalapeno chili beef pizza. That is awesome until you actually bite into it.
Oh, definitely.
Oh, pretzels are home.
God damn it.
This game's not realistic. A tornado went through a tunnel.
You got a good point.
It's literally unplayable.
Literally unplayable.
So I just got a Snapchat from my friend,
Uh-oh.
and it's a really bad angle. But he apparently sent me a picture of a 10th anniversary 280ZX, which I believe was called the Black Gold Edition. I'm gonna ask him that. I really didn't like the 280ZX because it was basically not really a driver's Z. It was a little more luxury, and it was also, I think, slower.
It was a cruiser Z.
Yeah, well, so was the 80s 300ZX, except that one came with a turbo.
And it was bought by porn stars.
That too.
I mean, hey, they got good taste. 80s 300ZX was a good-looking car. I don't care what anybody else has to say about it. It wasn't as good as the 90Z, but, you know.
Over here, we got that and the Ford Cortina.
Yeah, you guys had a Cortina, and you also had the Ford Capri.
Yeah.
I like the Capri. Wish we had gotten it.
The ABR 280ZX will change your mind. Is that so? Is that so?
Freedy Freaker? What the fuck is a Freedy Freaker?
Sounds like
This
a Cleveland
so
Steel.
I'm looking at this ABR 280ZX. I don't know how I feel about the front end. It kind of reminds me of, like, at certain angles it reminds me of, like, that Pano's Esperante from GT3.
My new sweet MX-5 will beat you all. Why do you say that? Is it because it goes a heckin' fast or something?
Yes, it does.
I think
It goes
it's
a heckin'
because it's
fast.
triangles.
So according to my friend, it is a black gold 280ZX. I do like the colors on those things.
Ow.
Oof.
Didn't mean to do that. Okay, I oofed.
You did the Roblox.
It's because it's fun to drive and it's faster than Weirdo's jet car. Oh, he's... You're glad. You must be glad he's not here to hear that. I don't know.
So I just pulled up a picture because it just reminded me of that jet car. I just pulled up a picture of Jet Threat 3.0, and I did not know this thing existed. So what the hell is this thing? Like it looks like. Oh. The look of this Hot Wheels car is making me uncomfortable.
Oops, question mark. I kind of fucking destroyed them in this race. I should mention that.
Complete and total domination.
Yes. Fucking morded. I'm not gonna keep waiting for them because they're too slow.
Fucking moided them.
1 second. Ooh.
I heard a goof.
Yeah.
And now ship shapes. Okay, I just had to adjust a little bit. Oops. Just had to fix that a little bit. I can still be heard well, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, just making sure.
Will I be heard well?
Yes, you can.
Good.
I kind of just the way my desk is set up. I've just been trying lately with a somewhat different setup with the mic. As long as I sound good, that's all that matters.
Yeah.
Fuck off, Q.
No, that's near Q.
What did you say?
I know what you're trying to do there, you heckin' nerd.
He's trying to be a meme.
Indeed.
No, we already know he's a...
I mean, at least he's honest about it.
Memes.
Alrighty. Oh god, he's got hammer! Didn't do much for him though. Okay, let's see here. Oh. Ah, shit. I had a brain fart, but hey. Absolutely pristine 38-kilometer cappuccino for about 12k need. Uh-oh, he needs it. Fuck.
TD was a lie.
Needs it.
I don't need it. I don't need it.
I need shoes.
Don't need it.
Honestly, if I were to get a little Japanese micro car, I'd probably get like a Nissan Figaro or something. Like that.
The fucking Figaro.
No, you should get a PAL.
Or a PAL. I actually know somebody who owns a PAL. It's
Well,
fantastic. No, you want to hear something funny?
What?
You want to know something funny about that PAL? He engine swapped it. So it's a sleeper now.
Oh my.
Behind the seat, you will find a turbocharged version of a...
There's some power engine.
Oh, fuck!
No, it's not a PAL engine. It's a 2300cc Triumph
Oh,
Rocket
Jesus,
3
hello.
block.
I'm being trampled on.
What?
Yeah, Triumph Rocket 3. You know.
He stuck a Triumph rocket engine in it.
Yes. Well, no, it's the Rocket 3, which is to compete with the Harley V-Rod.
Oh, that thing, yeah.
Yeah, it's a 2300cc
It's a thing that
3-cylinder.
exists.
Yes.
Jesus.
He gets to go for a ride.
I bet that thing has got a bunch of fucking torque then.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Back to what I was doing.
Wouldn't be surprised if he kicks the asses of some sports cars.
Oh boy, is this fun.
Fun? What is fun?
I might have to pull a rhino and work 2 jobs.
Oh boy, multiple job.
Oh no!
Gotta work for more dollar.
I'm already doing that. I've got to do fucking tons of overtime.
Overtime, extra work.
More money.
Yep.
Yep.
Gotta get that dollar somehow.
Don't get that dollar cash money.
Dollar, cash, dollar.
Holler, holler, get cash. Alright, that should help a little bit. I think. At least I think it should.
Remember last time you drove this track in Alan Kowicki's Car Thunder and you flew over the finish line?
Yes.
That was great.
For whatever reason, the car gained momentum whilst in the air, which shouldn't be possible, but happened anyways. Just takes jump. It goes up. I'm like, excuse me?
No, it goes oof.
Yes, oof.
Oh, way to bully him.
Oh boy, another twister alert. Oh dear, I'm not even gonna reset for this one, to be honest. Can't be bothered.
Twister alert, reduce speed! Twister alert, reduce speed!
Reduce! Go slow!
Out.
Yeah! Gotta go slower! And there we go. Of course, Q memes it with free nipples.
Q's had free nipples all his life.
When you have to have it free. Alright, there we go. That one's done. And there's the elite version of Cale Yarborough's car. As my cat looks on. Or my cat, my roommate's cat. Alright, this time I'm gonna use the loader going into southern exposure.
All those novelty cars.
Kale!
Yep, I like driving the novelty cars, to be honest. That's why I've been using them.
I might as well just give you a Tonka truck while you're at
We
it.
already know that fun is a novelty.
Way to steal his cat, you thief. He's fine. Cat's alright.
The cat's
Cat's just on top of my chair now.
Foul play, more like foul mouth. Kappa.
Fucking
Clearly.
foul mouth.
Alrighty. Oh dear. Holy fuck. We're fine. Nothing to worry about.
Oh,
Nothing to worry about. You
Long
crashed.
skid. Bullying other
let's see
cars.
what the judges say about that racing stunt. 10, 10, 10, 10.
For fuck's sake.
Oh,
Just 4.
oh,
Damn Russian judge.
Cat's already jumped off my chair.
we. Oh. See you, bye, Junior. Holy crap.
Mm-hmm. And I've got a double skid of bad luck.
Did you go oof again?
My knee hurts.
So your knee went oof. Great.
My knee's been going oof quite a bit. It's not fun.
Maybe you should see a doctor.
No.
Why?
It's not what
Cause
difference.
he's manly.
Not much of a difference is gonna
manly.
happen if I go. It's just gonna be a waste of my time. It's not like it's drastic. It's not like it's drastic enough that it's gonna affect me. It's just, I mean, all I gotta do is stretch it out, and then it's fine again, and then I feel better. So it's not like it's a bad end of the world thing. Fucking freezing me. I keep getting frozen today. I would like to not be frozen today.
Let go. Let go.
Brought
I'm
to you
gonna
by
I'm gonna let
Frozen
I'm gonna
Sprite.
let you go into the ocean in a second. As I bully some of the opposition.
Oh.
Like a bully.
Oh,
Fuck, I mistimed it. Oh no!
that doesn't
Cool
sound
game.
good.
That's a good way to get momentum. I don't understand. So, I like it. I just get fucking hit in the back, and I just get carried upwards. I went to Mars.
Oh, oh my. Oh
Well,
my.
Oh boy.
You went flying. Okay.
Fucking hell! I got
One
really,
simple
I got
punt and
really
you're
frozen
just
there.
gone.
Pretty much. Well, at least I had a twister, so I could tell the other cars to fuck off and give me my lead back. April has a Friday the 13th. Whoops. Weed. Excuse me.
Pay attention. This ain't the time to relax. Houston, we are a go.
Alrighty. Well, I didn't mean to press it again, but whatever. Goonet. What the fuck is Goonet? Alrighty.
Finders keepers.
Alright, and that twister can be like, nope, you ain't getting me this time, nerd. Oh, yeah, I got another one. That's rare.
Rare.
Well, it is rare indeed.
What is this thing called rare?
I don't know what the hell rare means anymore.
Fuck! Been frozen again.
Fuck
It was
you,
on my
folks.
side for a bit, but not anymore.
Dude, you should stop letting Olaf drive your car.
Well then. Oh god! We're fine.
This is fine.
Nothing
It's
to
all
wor-
good.
Nothing to worry about. We'll just shrug it off.
Yeah, just something unusual happens.
Goonet is an import site I've been looking at. It's a massive time sink. Oh boy.
Don't you feel special? Picking it up a notch.
I don't even care about this one. I mean, it carried me to the finish anyway, so hey. Wasn't even that bad. Just a nice little push carryover thing, yes.
You know, now that the tuner guys mentioned it, I'm kind of looking at JapaneseClassics.com. Let's see if I can find myself something different, I suppose.
Just 1 second. I didn't even mean to open that. Fuck, where'd the audio go? What? Hang on, what?
Yeah.
EPS6E just suddenly no longer has audio.
I tried messing with
You got a pirate version which plays Vuvuzelas instead.
Yeah, apparently it's just no more audio. What the fuck?
Yeah, I tried getting EPSXE to work on my computer. It didn't work.
I'm so confused right now.
Let's see, Goonet Exchange.
Never had this issue before. Oh, I got audio again. Problem solved.
Apparently on Goonet Exchange, as Tuner Guy mentioned, the website, evidently you can buy or you can import Toyota Centuries.
You can import an entire century's worth of Toyotas. Fuck, that's incredible.
Oh, hell yeah. I mean, you could do that. If you're Bill Gates, at least.
I mean, Bill Gates would probably be too busy driving his 959, so.
Surprise,
Isn't that-
surprise.
Or he's probably spending money trying to reinvent the condom like he did years ago.
I'm gonna reinvent your way of sexual pleasure. First, you stick the cheese up there. Oh, fuck. I think Schrader went for a ride, if he's...
Dolph!
Duh.
That moment when you learn that
Oh yeah, that's right, the meth head. Oh yeah, that's right, the meth head's in this race.
Jeremy Mayfield.
I'm playing against a guy in Trackmania called Nascar Rumble.
I wonder where he got that name from.
I don't know. I think he got it from NASCAR 2004.
Shit, good point.
NASCAR 2004 was a good game.
Oh yeah.
And I just realized that Q basically just posted a lyric from Pink Guy.
Of course he did. This game looks like Rumble Race. Well, there's a reason for that, Alex. This is pretty much the predecessor of that game. Rumble Racing is a spiritual successor.
Rumble Racing is a retextured NASCAR Rumble without the NASCAR license.
Shit, he's been discovered, Q said.
Don't underestimate me on my filthy Frank knowledge. It's too damn filthy. Also, I learned...
Oh man, I loved it when Frank was the Phil of the fridge. What?
I loved it when Frank was Dr. Phil.
I'm too fat for all that. Q gets better run or something. Q's like, I'm too fat for all that running, huh?
I found out on GooNet that Toyota has a people carrier known as the Toyota Isis.
What?
That is a real thing.
What?
The Toyota Isis. I'm looking at a Toyota Isis L right now. 200,000 yen.
I like how that's also called the Isis L.
I'm surprised they didn't call it the ISIL.
Yeah.
What? It was like when Top Gear was making fun of the Volkswagen Polo. You take one of the O's off, and then you have the Volkswagen PLO. Yeah, the PLO.
What's up?
What's up? I'm doing a stream.
What you streaming?
NASCAR Rumble.
Shit.
He's doing a heckin' stream.
Yes, a stream of
NASCAR
NASCAR Rumble.
He's racing against the meth head right now.
Nice. Yeah, go method.
Yes. Are you on a different mic, by the way?
I'm actually on the same mic, but because I'm doing something right now, my headset's connected to my phone, but it's the same mic.
Oh. Well then, because it sounded, because I don't know, you sounded a bit quieter or something. For
I don't really know what's going on, but
Toyota Prius Alpha. That's the
Toyota
Prius
Prius.
hatchback.
Toyota Prius Alpha. What's next? A Toyota Prius Beta?
Excuse me, sir?
The Toyota Prius Beta.
Been a beta since 1997, don't you know? It's been taking them nearly, it's been taking them just over 20 years to, and still trying to make it actually any good.
I hit dinner plate.
I was just about to say my coffee's done, so I'm a BRB.
Okay. Prius Delta.
Prius Delta, the Prius Lima. The Group C Prius, I would pay to see that. Well, actually, no, those exist today. Actually, no, the Prius Group C actually exists. It's called the TS450.
In the Super GT, there is actually such a thing as a prize touring car.
Yeah, Prius GT300. It's based on, I think, a mother chassis. It's actually won races, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
I watched some of the Super GT season last season. So I'm looking at all the Fords I can import, and it's literally just all the stuff that we have, aside from the GT40 and the Cortina. There's actually one Cortina for sale from
It's
1966.
Is it the 1600E?
No, it appears to be a 1.5 liter.
But
it's a manual.
3000.
Oh, it's an actual manual.
Yep. Location, Aichi, Japan. 5.5 million yen price.
Do not use
Well,
my
then.
name in conjunction with that car. I
Huh?
don't think I didn't see that 13th. Prius Inferno.
Prius Inferno was Burnout Paradise.
I should have just sent you a picture when I took down the Inferno vent, saying like, "Hey, I took you down."
No. If you actually took me down, it would have been the toy version.
The fucking toy version.
Hey, at
That
least I
was-
can actually barrel roll that thing.
At least. Hang on, I'm just fixing a little thing here.
Because even though the Toy Inferno van is actually an aggression car, it is a really good stunt car due to its size.
Right.
No. Today I learned you can import Subaru 360s
Oh,
go all
hell
the way up.
yeah.
that go
You can have
all
a
the way up to 1972. Here's a 1971 that's certified.
Whoa,
61.
Jesus Christ.
Thunder's excited for the Subaru 360.
Yeah, man, I want to have a Subaru 360.
Subaru 360.
Holy cow, Thunder.
I'm honestly surprised that Novelty, like front end load or whatever they call it, you're not running a train over people.
Yeah. It is good at pushing things when I can actually get to other cars, I'm noticing, but...
Yeet the bulldozer.
Oh,
into
fuck.
Exactly, you should yeet the bulldozer into overdrive.
Just pee on the competition, alright. I gotta find a good
Just gotta
time to
take
stick it out.
piss.
It's alright, just gonna pee my load over here. Ow, that's a tree.
Last night, when Q was in my stream when I was doing the single player on GT Sport, it turns out if you're in the Sunday Cup with like a bunch of Ford Focuses and Subarus, and there's one Alpine 1600S, that guy's gonna floor it into first place.
Well, then.
Oh, fuck. This is the worst track in the game, in your opinion.
And honestly, I was in an RX-7 Spirit R, and I was getting passed by an Alpine 1600. Yeah, the old man cars are fast, especially the 2000 GT. Speaking of, oh, looks like Guna does not have any to be imported.
Whoops.
Yeah, I'm just waiting for a Datsun 240s.
Oh my god.
I can find a couple of 240s around in America.
I'm apparently having a good time.
Seems to speak great with Thunder riding.
There's 31.9 manual mid-GTs. For mid-GTs, I've never heard of that. Jesus
Midget.
Christ! It's probably midget
2.
twos.
No, he meant midget 2.
I know.
Oh, okay.
I just thought it was like... we need to use the undercover reverse glitch, clearly.
I could import a Nissan President. I remember there was a team in Tokyo Xtreme Racer 3 that raced nothing but Nissan Presidents, and I was always wondering why.
The President's Club.
I think it was a President's Club, actually. I
Well,
don't
there you
remember
go.
their name. But they all raced Nissan Presidents, and they always had that ugly rear wing on them. It's like, it's supposed to be a limousine. And you put a wing on it.
Nothing will still beat the best BAD name I've seen for an opponent so far in any of those games. Just Thursday.
Just Thursday.
Yeah, one of the Neo Limited teammates in TXR3's name is Thursday.
His name is Thursday.
Thursday. And ironically, today is Thursday, so how about that?
Hi, Thursday.
I just took out the meth head.
I think it'd be funny if, like, the game was aware of that, and it whenever you race them on Thursday, their BAD name would just be today.
Yeah.
You know, that would have been a nice little Easter egg.
Mm-hmm. Well, Tokyo Xtreme Racer 3 had a lot of Easter eggs. Like, you know, there was one wonder you had to race, and in order to race them, your license plate had to have a number divisible by 5. It was weird.
That's tame compared to the ones he's had to do. Like have the hazards on, have the horn constantly on, and drive like a maniac.
Oh wait, no, the one with the horn constantly on is a different one. That's the one where you have to be constantly in first gear and blaring the horn. The other one is have your hazard lights on and just constantly weave left and right.
That is
like
why,
hitting all the walls and everything.
and that is why I miss Genki Racing Project, because apparently they're not around anymore.
The only one that can, out of all those silly water requirements, the only one that can fuck off is Funabashi Hooligan.
Yeah, having to visit
every fucking pit stop.
Well, there was the one you could not complete, if I'm not mistaken.
Directions.
What, sorry?
I was gonna say that there was one wonder where you could not beat him in the American version because you had to have like 100 million credits.
Oh yeah,
Whirlwind
that's
Fanfare.
Whirlwind Fanfare.
Yeah.
You couldn't get 100 million credits in the American version, could you?
No, and you weren't supposed to get 100 million credits anyways, because the requirement was originally supposed to be 1 million.
1 million.
So they put 100 million instead.
Yeah,
well,
because obviously Japanese
CP translation.
version.
In the Japanese version, a single CP would be 100 CP.
Oh,
I'm looking at Genki's Wikipedia page, and the last thing they did was a Shutoku battle game on on mobile last year,
Yeah,
but then they shut it down in November.
Yeah,
So it
they
didn't
shut it down
last
in
long.
November because no one played it.
Well, because they only had it in what, Japan?
Yeah.
Well, there's your problem. If it was in America, people would probably pick it up. I probably would have picked it up, but for now, I'm stuck playing Pixel Car Racer.
I don't play Pixel Car Racer. Because
Yeah.
now PUBG Mobile's on there.
I don't care for PUBG or Fortnite or whatever, so, you know.
Chicken dinner.
It's like,
Hey, get off Fortnite! Why don't you play Fortnite?
it's like, because I think there are much better games out there than Fortnite and PUBG,
Yeah,
and it's so oversaturated.
Fortnite isn't. I don't actually mind Fortnite, having played it on PC a little bit with Arrow, but PUBG has I have zero interest in at all, completely.
PUBG is still fucking broken.
I like Q's response. How about I kill myself instead?
Well, that wasn't a good race. The mobile Shotoko battle pissed me the hell off because they had a website they launched with a countdown and a countdown and everything, and all it was a mobile game. Yeah.
Ew, yeah, I remember that. Q was in my chat and he's like, ew, what's a Fortnite?
It sounds smelly. But yeah.
Sounds smelly.
Anyways, yeah. So there's, I think that's the third one down, and if you've been enjoying the stream and you are new to it, why not hit the follow button? I stream 3 times out of the week of racing games of the newish and old variety, including pretty much anything from arcade to simulation to what the fuck is this? And every now and then I might just have something of a different genre, but usually racing is my go-to thing. So if you enjoy that, then again, why not hit the follow button? Because then you can be up to date on when I stream. If you want to help donate in any ways, if you want to help support HD Central, you can go to the donations button down below, the little picture thing that says donations, if you want to help donate to the stream via Streamlabs. You can also support through the Patreon from the About Me section if you'd rather do it through there. You can also send bits or host if you also want to help, or subscribe to my YouTube, or subscribe to my Twitch. You can also follow me on Twitter and join the Discord server if you want. And if you're just here to watch the stream and that's about it, then thank you nonetheless. And thank you for the host.
Subscribe now and get free HD merch.
Subscribe
One
now
day-
and get GTA.
One day I'll have merch. I'm gonna try with Stacy Compton.
If you subscribe now, you'll get you'll get early access to GTA 8.
GTA 8.
Yeah.
I don't know. You gotta make it all clickbaity. That's how it works nowadays, right?
Yes. Unfortunately.
Subscribe now to earn more memes.
And remember to support Wrestle Talk. Wait a minute.
Wait a minute.
RC Cola! That was a thing.
Be free, drink RC.
That shit was the worst, man. It's
RC
worse than
Cola.
store-bought cola.
I like RC Cola. It's really good.
I haven't had RC Cola in years, but the last time I had that, I remember liking them.
RC
really
Cola
good.
was great.
It's like real sugar Pepsi, basically, and it goes really well if you mix it with like Jack Daniels a little bit.
Okay.
I would never know that because I don't drink alcohol.
I don't drink a lot either, but you know, every once in a while it doesn't hurt.
By the way, if you really want to get some subscribers going, you should just tell them that you'll get them in on a beta of, like, you know, fucking Gran Turismo Horizon Underground 3 or some shit, you know?
If only. But then people would be...
You mean Need for Speed Payback.
People
Sure,
would
why
want
not?
my head on a fucking stake if I did that and never gave it to them.
So you'd be like Nando.
Probably. Early access to...
Oh, no.
Dude, that's never gonna happen.
No, you just... don't ruin my hopes and dreams. I liked Enthusia.
I mean, I did too, but unfortunately, that's still probably never gonna happen. Not with the way Konami currently is, because
definitely.
fuck that.
No. Hey, you want a Chevy? You want a Chevy Astrovan? That'll cost you 10,000 Mother Base coins.
Mother Base. Oh God.
I seriously hope Konami just implode after what they did to Kojima. They deserve to all die. Fuck those.
I agree.
No, they deserve to die mainly because of
Hello
what they
there,
did to
country
Silent
music
Hill.
fan 12.
Yeah, what they did to
Well, no,
Silent Hill. The reason that happened to Silent Hill was because of what they did to Kojima.
I'm doing pretty well. How
I know.
about you? Oh shit! No.
See, here's the thing.
Oh,
though.
God.
It's like they canceled Silent Hills, and they're like, "Oh, we got a Silent Hill announcement coming up," and then it's like Silent Hill Pachinko, and it's like, this is where everybody wants your head on a platter.
And it was like, new Metal Gear coming! Metal Gear Survive! It's fucking shit!
Yep.
Well, everybody knew that from like a mile away. Metal Gear Survive was gonna be awful.
There's still that, like, I like that one of the people working on the game were aware that it was gonna be bad. So they put that hidden message in to tell
The hidden
Konami to fuck
message,
themselves.
supposedly. Yeah, I saw that. And it's just like, dude, I wouldn't be surprised.
I mean, they probably didn't want to work on the game, and if they did, they probably wanted the game to be much different than it actually was. But of course, Konami's like, no, has to be this way. Fuck yourselves. But it's like, no, fuck you, Konami.
With everything I would keep hearing about the way Konami treats their employees, including like the higher ups, like I wouldn't be surprised at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Because.
Ah,
And
shit.
I hope more keeps happening like what happened for Kojima. Like, Kojima Productions got totally restarted under Sony, and he was given free range to do whatever he wants.
And now we got this acid trip known as Death Stranding with Norman Reedus, Guillermo del Toro, and Mads Mikkelsen.
Yep.
I can't wait, because everything Kojima does is absolutely mind-bending. Like, forget drugs, just play a Hideo Kojima game. It'll be the same
Just
thing.
play-
I'm
Just
pretty sure
Metal
Hideo
Gear
Kojima
Solid.
games are fueled by drugs anyway. It's like he locks himself in a basement and eats crack-laced chicken McNuggets.
Crack-laced
Wouldn't
chicken McNuggets.
Yeah.
What? No.
I mean,
what
look
happens-
at
what
PT. Look at PT.
No, what happens is that you leave him alone in a room with a bag of crystal meth. There, you have a game.
Normie Reedus and the Babby Fetus.
The what?
I saw one similar to that. It was Norman Reedus and the Funky Fetus.
The Funky Fetus.
I'm just gonna say one thing. If this E3 comes and I have to see another trailer with Norman Reedus' ass, I'm just gonna be done.
It's glorious. You know it.
Oh no!
See, with
character ass.
See, Norman Reedus knows how to render a high quality ass. You see.
I was treed by Q. God damn it, Q! Why did you tree to her, guy?
Just remember, quiet ass.
Yeah, but there's a difference.
Norman Reed ass.
Quiet is not like a middle-aged gross man. It's like.
I thought Norman Reedus was like nearly 50.
Yeah, he's like a middle-aged gross man. That's as opposed to Quiet, who's like a 30-year-old woman who's actually in that shape. Like, a lot of feminists got really mad about the way Quiet looks, and then I'm just like, hello, she was literally body scanned from her voice actor.
See,
Like,
this skimpy outfit was done as an excuse because she has to breathe through her skin.
Yeah,
that's
but
just the weirdness of Kojima.
And that's a connection to the end from Metal Gear Solid 3.
Yeah, it's basically the stuff that. Basically, the fucking stuff that Kojima does. It's like this isn't anything new. But of course, because we live in the current age we do now, the smallest of things can offend people now.
Yes, like.
And I've always and my argument, I always sit here and I'm like, why the fuck does it matter to you so much? If you're not gonna play it, maybe you should fuck off, because there are people who are gonna actually play the game and enjoy it, and they're not gonna give a shit about that thing in it. It's a thing that ultimately matters to nothing.
Agreed.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yes, but here's the thing, Thunder. Feminists don't care. Well, at least these days, feminists.
You know what's really funny? I had a feminazi challenge me on one of my views one time, and I completely shut her down by proving to her that all of my anti-feminist opinions come from anti-feminist women, and she just blocked me.
Oops.
The irony. Actually, that's what I don't get. They don't listen. They don't give a shit about what other women say to them. But if a man says it, sound the alarms. Call the police. That's what it is, though. I mean,
it is. That's the thing I usually say to people. It's like, they don't care if it's another woman, but as soon as a man says it, ring the fucking alarms. It's like...
Sound the doomsday siren.
Yeah, it's like... Are we violating the stream rules? I don't fucking know.
Oh, no, we're not.
I mean, if I was, I probably would be taken off stream by now. Let's be so. They come and give me the hammer, and not the hammer that I just picked up in game.
Do you remember, Thunder? Do you remember a video called hashtag Fat Acceptance?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what. When they say don't bother trying to exercise to manipulate your body shape into something impossible. Apparently exercise they've never heard of.
I feel like if you're like me and are content with being a fat ass, you should just be allowed to be a fat ass. But let's not lie and say it's a healthy way to live. Because it's not.
I mean, yeah, we should accept you being fat. We should accept the fact that you're inevitably going to die.
Everybody's inevitably going to die. What's the next point?
No, they're inevitably going to die much faster.
I don't know. Honestly, I don't know that I necessarily like. I think yeah, there's obviously risk factors, but it's when it comes down to it, it's kind of just totally luck based. Because think about it, you can be totally fit your whole life and then walk out of your house on your 25th birthday and get hit by a car and die. Boom. Like, And also, what's the point of living to be 90?
We're gonna be dead soon, you're correct.
What's the point of living to be 90?
Happens.
Yeah. I'll blame someone else for it when it happens, because I had to let it out.
I'll blame video games for it.
Okay, there, Jack Thompson.
Don't you mean Glenn Beck?
How about both of them?
He fucking hates video games.
What about fucking Anita Sarkeesian? She's a piece of shit too. Fuck
Why
that
is she
bitch.
still even a thing?
I don't know.
Yes, she is. Yes, she is.
Why is she still even a thing? Like, why? Why?
Honestly, I have no idea. All I've really heard from her is that Metal Gear Solid 5's quiet kind of brought her to prominence, but like...
Of course it did.
It's like, you've really got to have a good life if your biggest problem is that there's a chick in a bikini in a video game. Like...
Yes, because how dare they put something in the game that's modeled after, you know, the voice actress, I mean?
Like, what is she supposed to feel bad because she's hot? Like, no, she shouldn't.
Yeah, and yeah, it's because it's also like, oh, it's trying to sexualize women. It's like, no, it's fucking not.
No, it's not. If you've ever played any Kojima game, you'll know this is his usual.
Especially, like, I like how that's a big problem, but nobody gave a fuck when Raiden was goddamn cartwheeling with his junk out in Metal Gear Solid 2. Nobody gave a shit when he was getting felt up in Metal Gear Solid 3. But
And
again, when it's a female,
give a
we're
shit
fucking
when-
free.
Yep.
And people certainly didn't give a shit when they had mentally traumatized women basically act as the bosses in Metal Gear Solid 4.
Yeah, that's true too. That was fucked up.
Hey, we enjoyed Nude Raiden.
Oh god damn it! I love the chats in your streams, Summer. They're great.
I mean, he's honest.
Yeah, that's true. I will admit, like, a lot of people got pissed off over Raiden. Me personally, I just kind of laughed at it because Metal Gear Solid 2 was like my intro to the series, so I didn't really know that wasn't.
People are only mad. Just the only reason people were mad is the way he was brought into the game. If he was just meant to be like if the game just like the way it was like it gave you the option to play as him, but you could have like a playthrough where you could just be Snake. I don't think anyone would really give a shit. And I mean, the only reason he exists is because Kojima got a letter from a younger girl player who is just like who wanted a more, I guess, attractive male character was the term. There is some reasoning behind it. I don't remember the full-ons, but there is like, I think that is actually one of the reasons.
I say this is a fully heterosexual male, but honestly, I feel like I would rather look like Snake than Raiden.
There's a lot of there are some people who would.
Because
like,
Snake just looks like a badass.
Well, of course, that's like what people want to look like, or a badass. So you know.
Although you go to Metal Gear Solid 4, and then Raiden's like, I look cooler than you know.
That is a thing. Indeed. Shit! I've been frozen today!
Brought to you by Frozen Plagues.
God damn it. Nice to try and grow and bread. Grow and bread. Grow bread? Shit.
Yeah, I think
I'm gonna go grow some bread.
But to be fair, they kind of did have more of an actual argument with that game, given that you could, if you pressed, I believe it was L1 at the right time, you would literally just stare at Eva's tits and ass. So, like, that's a little bit of a more fair argument, like, you know, just to play devil's advocate for a second, but still, I think it's kind of retarded. Given that in that same game, Raiden gets felt up.
Yeah.
By a man. So, like, you know,
again, people will find any reason to complain.
They just cherry pick the things that offend them, and then anything that could be offensive to somebody else, but is okay with them. They're like, whatever.
Yeah, that's the thing too. Like, does anyone like ever notice the things that they always say will offend people? It only offends them, and everyone else is actually just cool with it.
It's like, and you know what's weird? I've never heard any feminist come out and say that Zero Suit Samus is like unrealistic. And that's like a 7-foot tall chick with huge tits. How is that not unrealistic?
Because main character's female.
And before that's actually the reason. Hopefully not.
I reckon it is the reason.
The reason I didn't even respond when Torrent said it is because I don't doubt it for a second.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, man. Oh, fuck.
That's not unrealistic. That's a giantess fetish. Excuse you. Yeah, that got a bit hectic, but I've been it. Samus is definitely unrealistic. She turns into a ball.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the unrealistic part there. The fact that she turns into a ball.
It's not just feminists playing about video games, though. It's also Fox News. Remember Mass Effect?
Oh yeah, that whole thing where it's like, you can have really realistic sex in this game, which actually turned out to be completely false.
Worth of cutscenes. You get 10 seconds worth of cutscenes. Tell you what, that's realistic.
I mean, to be fair, the type of people that are into full-on RPGs probably only have about 10 seconds, if that. But, you know.
Well, hang on. If they're complaining about Mass Effect, why didn't they complain about Fable? You could have gay relationships.
You could literally have, like, threesomes in Fable, and there's, in your statistics, there's a legitimate STD counter.
Yeah, there is.
It's just... And actually, there's animal abuse in there, too, because the first time I ever played Fable 2, I was just casually walking, hit a button, and accidentally punted a chicken over a hill.
He just punted a chicken over a hill.
And then, about a half a second later, you hear the little the Xbox noise, and then Chicken Kicker comes up across the screen. Like...
So the game gave you a fucking achievement for a...
Punting a chicken. Yep. Oh, man. See, I shouldn't be saying things like this, because now I'm just gonna get PETA crawling up my ass.
Oh, God.
PETA crawling up your ass? I don't want to know why they're crawling up your ass, but okay.
Guys, this recent video by Fox News. Are video games linked to real-world violence? No! They're fucking not!
Are video games linked to real-world violence? No. Mental health is what's linked to real-world violence.
I've played all of the Metal Gear games. Am I trying to build a nuclear-powered base in the middle of the fucking Atlantic Ocean? No. Because that's a ludicrous idea. I don't have the time or the money.
I've played Grand Theft Auto where I shot down, ran over, exploded cars, went against authority, you know, did all this horrible, terrible shit. Does it make me want to do that in real life? No.
No. I play any game similar to Grand Theft Auto.
What people need to realize that it's not the video games that are causing people to do it. It's the people's mental health is what's the ultimate attributor, because it's their mentality that decides that they want to go and do that.
Two of my favorite games end in incredibly violent villain
Remember all those
deaths.
times he killed Lotus on complete accident?
I've never stabbed anybody through the head with a sword. I've never stabbed anybody through the chest with a sword. You know, I've never even held a sword. So
I remember playing GTA Vice City when I was like 11 years old. It never really turned me into a psychopath, or a drug dealer, or a drug lord, or anything.
Psychopath within the context of the video game, sure. Not in real life.
Did I miss anything?
If anything, all I did was like ride the bikes in the game.
Oh, those bikes are fun.
You basically missed us talking about some shit.
Anita Sarkeesian and Feminazi and Fox News.
Yeah,
hang on a sec.
while we were talking there, it was mostly
hang on a second.
Army.
Can I just tell Q this? Sports games are not video games. To an extent, they are. For example, remember NFL Street, NBA Street, SSX Tricky?
NBA Jam.
Yeah, NBA Jam.
The Tony Hawk series.
But that was, I think, considered extreme sports.
Fucking NFL
sports.
Extreme.
NFL Blitz.
NFL Blitz was fucking great.
I have actually seen videos of NFL Blitz. Honestly, that game is fucking fun to
Remember
watch.
Backbreaker?
Okay, there, Dorset. Clearly Need for Speed Pro Street.
Need for Speed Pro Street.
Hey guys, remember Backbreaker?
No.
I do. I never played it.
Fucking game. Most realistic sports game ever. Gets
No,
slammed
the
by
bet- no, the-
fucking everyone.
The best sports game was Blitz the League, okay? Because you could dope your players and season-ending injuries, and you could even rupture testicles.
Ruptured testicles.
Yeah, they actually showed a 3D rendering of a ruptured testicle in that game.
Wow.
Wow.
In which game?
Blitz the League.
Well.
It was a very, very like violent
There you
football
go.
game.
For another first place finish. Hopefully I won this. Oh, easily. Okay, good. Nice.
By 20 seconds.
And we unlocked Bobby Allison's legend thing. Would you like to overwrite existing file? Yes.
Do they have Davey Allisons in here?
They do.
Oh, sweet. Probably the most cursed family in all of NASCAR. That is Davey Allison. Well, that's a different paint scheme than I remember.
Well,
I
it's
thought
missing. It's missing some stuff on it.
Yeah.
Booby Allison.
Oh dear god, I've just realised that Backbreaker was made in Oxford.
Fucking Oxford.
Wasn't that a 505 Games game?
Yes, Backbreaker was made in fucking Oxford.
Of all places. That kind of reminds me of it reminds me that 505 Games once made Naughty Bear. Remember that?
Oh,
God.
my god.
That one was fucking
Naughty
bad.
Bear. That was
Naughty Bear.
awful.
No,
It was-
I remember playing the demo and I'm like, this is it's like Conker's Bad Fur Day or something like that for little kids. Maybe not even probably.
It was made by a company called Artificial Mind and Movement, who are now Behavior Interactive.
Behavior Interactive.
Yeah, they are
Okay.
currently the developers of Star Citizen.
Wait, what? The
Yep.
Star Citizen?
Yep.
They went from Naughty Bear to. I gotta look this up. What's their
Wow.
name? Behave Interactive?
Behavior Interactive, yeah.
Behavior Interactive. I gotta Google this.
Nice thought, Ron.
Star
Okay, there,
Citizen.
Q.
It says the published, yeah. It's made by Behavior Interactive, but it's for whatever reason it's being labeled under Cloud Imperium Games.
Behavior Interactive made Smurf Racer. They
Behavior-
were Artificial Mind and Movement. It was published by Infogrames.
Yep.
Remember Infograms?
Yeah, they did
Yeah.
Test Drive Le Mans, which is a good game.
They also
did
made Fallout
Especially the
Shelter.
Dreamcast. Especially the
They,
Dreamcast version.
they also did Ed and Eddie the Misadventures, which was honestly a mediocre game. As much as I love Ed
They
and
also
Eddie.
made the Peanuts movie game.
Yeah.
Snoopy's Grand Adventure.
As Behavior Interactive, we got Wipeout 3.
Yep.
That's like, that's not the Wipeout I'm thinking of.
You know what I just
Wipeout
read?
in the Zone.
I actually thought
Yeah.
of something about
Oh
like,
my
kind of like
god.
I actually thought about something in regards of like quote unquote sports games. The PS1 had a lot of snowboarding games.
Yeah, it did. So did the PS2.
That is true. I mean, on the PS2 you had the fucking SXX games, which are still really good.
Yeah.
I mean,
PS4 has one that doesn't get a lot of attention anymore.
Are you talking
one?
about Steep?
Yeah, Steep. Steep
Oh,
was,
I've
Steep?
heard of Steep.
Steep is like Skate instead of like SSX is Tony Hawk and Steep is like Skate. It's got a little more realism to it. But the thing is now, like, if you want to get like the new maps, then you got to pay like $30 for it. They're basically using the crew model, where after 1 year they update it with a new expansion. That really doesn't do much.
I'm snowboarding was the shit. I'm snowboarding. Was that an actual snowboarding game PS1? I'm snowboarding.
I'm looking at it right now.
Oh, Thunder. Behavior Interactive.
Behavior Interactive is actually developing Star Citizen.
Yep.
Oops.
I can't imagine how much flack they get because it's not a finished product.
Oh, good God.
Steep
They've also
DLC
made
prices,
The
excuse
Sims
you.
2 Pets with Game Boy Advanced.
Yeah, I guess you could say steep DLC prices are pretty steep.
Yeah. They also made Wet.
Fucking Wet.
They made Dante's Inferno,
Oh.
which was in conjunction with Visceral. Oh, they made the PSP version.
I'm trying to remember what were some other snowboarding games PS1. I know there was the Cool Border series, obviously. There was like 5 of them on
The only ones I
fucking...
can name.
SSX.
There was like
When I
there was like 5 of them on the PS1. There was the first one, Cool Borders 2, Cool Borders 3, Cool Borders 4, and then there was that Cool Borders 2001, which, to be fair, was also on PS2.
Oh God, guys.
What?
They also made Kim Possible games.
Yeah. They also made a Drake and Josh game.
Fucking Drake and Josh game.
They made the DS version of the god-awful Golden Compass.
Golden Compass.
Oh jeez.
They made the Mummy game for the DS, which was published by Sierra. The Ant Bully. How many fucking Kim Possible games have they made?
All of them.
Did they also happen to make the Cory in the House game, which was rated as Game of the Century?
Fucking Cory in the House game. Fucking Some Call Me Johnny would approve.
3D Ultra Mini Golf Adventures 2.
Golden cunt ass, excuse you.
I think
There was one snowboarding game I remember on the PS1 that I played way back in the day, and I remember it being fucking garbage. I'm trying to remember. I don't remember what it was called though.
I think I remember 3D Ultra Pinball. Is this the one on top? Yeah, 3D Ultra Pinball. They made an expansion on PC called Thrill Ride. I had that one.
Oh boy, expansion.
3D Ultra Lionel Traintown Deluxe. Is this sad that I actually remember this game?
Huge air. Big, huge, massive. Actually, wait a minute. Shit, that's what it was fucking called. Big Air. That was the fucking Pitbull Syndicate snowboarding game. That one was fucking... That was bad. I remember that one just handled like fucking ass.
Not as bad as Crazy Frog Arcade Racer.
But that's not even the same fucking kind of fucking game.
Oh, I remember that.
Crazy Frog Racer? I'm sorry.
So apparently Sierra Entertainment was revived by Activision in 2014.
Oh, Jesus.
It exists as a publishing label under which Sierra's legacy titles are re-released, as well as some independent titles.
Fucking, I've never done that many barrel rolls in my life.
No? Sonic Heroes PS2. Oh, jeez.
The PS2 version is like, that's like the one where the game just constantly is just always at 30 frames.
Which game?
Sonic Heroes on the PS2, specifically the PS2 version. The thing, the funniest thing about that game though is everyone always says, "Oh, the best way to play it is on GameCube," except people. What a lot of people don't actually realize is there was a PC version of Heroes, and it's actually the best version. It's not like a lazy half-ass port of the game. It's actually the best version. It's got texture-wise and the fact that the game is runs 60 all the time, including the multiplayer. Wait,
new
I don't even
laser-
think the GameCube runs at 60. I think even the GameCube version does the multiplayer at 30. Golden Spartan 98, thank you for the follow. Welcome to HG Beach.
See, the thing is, I just reset this. I just refreshed the stream and I get a Switch ad.
Oops.
I mean, it's not like the Switch is a terrible console. I wish I had
No,
one.
it's not.
I'd get it for Super Mario Odyssey alone, because I think the last Mario game I played was Super Mario 64. Let's see, there probably wouldn't even be a new Leisure Suit Larry, because there'll be a bunch of people that get offended by it. Not that and even then, like, I'm not sure if you guys remember, but there was one more Leisure Suit Larry out there called Box Office Bust or something like that, and it was terrible.
I was about to say, people wouldn't get offended these days over Leisure Suit Larry because of the content. They just get offended because it'd be fucking trash. Because that last one, Box Office Bust, was holy crap. That one was bad, really bad.
Yeah. I mean, it's not the worst game out there with, I don't know what you would call the genre of it. But I actually played it on PCSX2 to see what the big fuss was all about. And now I've learned why, and now I cannot unsee it. The Guy game.
The fucking Guy game. I remember seeing a copy of that game in stores back in the day.
I thought they like recalled every single copy because of it.
They did,
because some of the models in the game were younger than they were.
One of them was underage, yeah. Even then, it was pretty damn stupid.
Because they were underage, it was technically legally they couldn't sell it.
Everybody here's probably like, who is it for science purposes? And it's like, Emu Paradise is your friend, dude.
Mm-hmm.
I just realized
Pretty much.
Yep. I just realized I still have GoNet open, so I'm gonna look at some Nissan Stagias.
Oh, I'll fucking love the Stagia.
Although I don't think they have any of the what was it, the 260 RS?
Damn.
Nope, never mind. I found one. 2.2 million yen. Doesn't even have 100K on the clock.
Nice.
This is the one with the RB26 in it, right? Yes. We recommend the following cars below: Mitsubishi Legnum AMG E-Class wagon, Mazda Capella wagon, and the Rover Mini.
Fucking Rover Mini.
To a Stagia that is basically a Skyline GTR. I don't understand.
Me neither.
Nissan Skyline crossover? The hell is that?
Damn it, now I'm going back to GoNet, says Tuner Guy.
Oh, no, never mind. The Skyline crossover is basically the Infiniti QX. Or whatever it was. QX, Q, whatever the crossover was. FX. I don't remember. Nissan Skyline R63.
Wait a minute. We're jumping a lot of generations here.
The Skyline van. Did not know there was such a thing. Skyline van was a thing in the 80s, before the R32. This actually looks really cool.
A name like GoNet sounds like it'd be a place for something entirely different, according to Q.
Yeah. This is I'm looking at a 1984 Nissan Skyline Van Estate. This thing actually looks really cool. It's like an R31 wagon.
I must log off now. I need to get up for work tomorrow.
Oh, that's lame, but okay.
Yeah. See you, dude.
Bye.
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 I'm just seeing nothing but mayhem on this stream.
I mean, that's mayhem power-ups.
Nice. Damn it. Kick me out of Twitch.
Damn Twitch.
Damn Twitch.
Evidently, according to Goonet, you can import Chevys from Japan,
What?
including the Chevelle, the Tahoe, the Blazer, and even the K10. Evidently, the Japanese love their Tahoes.
They do.
You can even import one Chevrolet SS,
One whole SS. Oh man.
like the Holden Commodore SS,
Yes.
and it's left-hand drive. You can even import a car known as the Chevrolet Other.
The fucking Chevrolet Other. What's your Chevrolet Other? No, but
According
is it
to
is it
this-
like a Chevette? Or is it a is it like a Caprice? Other. Come on,
The
there's gotta be
Chevy
an
Other
exact name.
appears to
Other.
be. The Chevy Other appears to be just miscellaneous vehicles that Japan never got, like the Chevy Equinox and the Traverse and the Colorado.
Basically two the Traverse and Equinox, basically two Chevys that didn't really
Well,
ever
no,
need to be a
it's-
thing.
It's Chevys that aren't really modeled. Like, here's a GMC 5500 right here, called the Chevy Other. It's not even really called the Chevy Other, it's just miscellaneous Chevys.
Yeah.
Like, here is a Malibu? No, that's a Cobalt, and they just call it the Other.
Yeah, I kind of had a feeling that Other meant like miscellaneous. But I just wanted to joke that they actually had it was like an actual car
That'd
called
be
Other.
funny, though. I mean, well, then again, this is Chevy, the people who made cars such as the Vega and the Celebrity.
Oh yeah, that's right. The Traverse is what placed the Trailblazer.
I still miss the Trailblazer.
I think most people do,
Hype
to
for
be honest.
Cyberpunk 2077. Oh, I hope that game comes out with that isn't overhyped. I mean, it is CD Projekt Red, so I have hope for Cyberpunk 2077. I think people mainly are going to get it because it's from the makers of Witcher 3 and the Witcher series. It's like, yeah.
From the makers of this game here that's apparently very popular.
I just want to get that game because
I don't know what I was. I don't know what else I was expecting there, to be honest.
We'll see. Like I was gonna say, I want to get Cyberpunk 2077 because it's got the cyberpunk art style, like Blade Runner. And I just thought those were cool.
Ooh. Oh God, Thunder, you're getting bullied.
Yep, I am.
And they're just sitting there like, why you bully me?
Why they have to be mad?
Hey, it's only a game. Why you have to be mad? Did you know that Mazda made a model called the Bongo?
The fucking Mazda Bongo.
Yeah,
Shit!
here's a Mazda Bongo wagon I'm looking at. It's a 2-liter diesel. It just looks like one of those Toyota vans that's mid-engine. AutoZam Carol. There's also the AutoZam AZ1, the AutoZam Scrum.
I fucking remember the Scrum. I didn't realize it was an AutoZam though. Oh, it was
Yeah.
just a Mazda.
It's an AutoZam. There's also a Mazda called the La Puta, which, if I remember my Spanish correctly, it's called the Mazda the Bitch.
I didn't really think that one over very well.
Of course not.
Yeah, I really shot the bed on that one. Jesus. It's okay. I still won by 2 points.
Oh! That guy is not having a good day at the finish.
He's fine.
Hey, Danny Allison.
Alright, I actually would like to drive something with decent handlings. Let's get the road captain out for the Mardi Gras one. So far, this might be a pretty... because I'm getting these all done fairly quickly, it might be a rather shorter stream. Shit.
Whoop.
You learned some Spanish today. Ta-da.
Yeah, Mazda named one of their cars the Bitch. You know, I just realized this car you're driving, Thunder, it looks like One of the cars from Rumble Racing.
It pretty much is a
Yeah.
Rumble Racing car. They just
I think it's the Tiberius or
something like
Tiberion.
that. Something like that.
Yeah. And this is the Elite version, right?
Yes.
It's just a direct reskin of that.
Yeah. Pretty much.
I swear, while I'm trying to watch the stream and go on Goonet at the same time, it's like I'm realizing that Japan, the automakers have weird car names. Like, for example, the Mitsubishi Jeep.
Mitsubishi Jeep.
This is probably, yeah, these are basically like AMC Jeeps, just rebadged for Japan.
Oh god. Mazda Bongo Brawny Wagon. Jesus.
Oh, I saw one of those. I forget the bus, but Mazda once made public transportation buses for Japan. They were rotary engined.
Oh.
They're in GT Sport in the museum section, so I just don't remember the name.
Oh.
I'm
Ooh.
fine.
Apparently, I could import a Mitsubishi FTO if I wanted to. That's a forgotten gem.
Mm-hmm. Well, we gotta do a little bit of the slide.
Drift 2!
Use it, don't abuse it.
FTO import, I demand.
Well, there's also, you know, the Mitsubishi. We couldn't name this the GTO in America because of Pontiac.
Fucking Pontiac.
Remember Pontiac? They were a thing.
I do.
I do. And whenever they went out of business, they were actually they were having a resurgence with the G8,
Yeah.
which is the
and-
closest thing you could have to a fully authentic Holden Commodore, aside from
Yeah.
the Chevy SS.
Yeah, and then General Motors told them to fuck off because recession, and it's like they should not, like, the worst, like, that's one of the worst decisions they made was killing off Pontiac
And
Yeah.
Saab.
and Saab. Yeah.
Pontiac,
Like,
the better
GTO.
Chevrolet. No, Pontiac, I think, was supposed to be, according to a former GM executive, Pontiac was supposed to be like America's BMW in terms of performance. Like, every car would have been rear-wheel drive and had a V8, basically.
Right.
But now I guess that's Cadillac's job.
They killed it off because my Corvette.
Well, no, that could have been Buick in the 80s. Because, you know, the Grand National could outdo the Corvette.
Oh, the
What is it
GNX
with you
could-
Americans that love our Holden Commodore so much? Because it's a V8 sedan and we don't have V8 sedans that much anymore, aside from, what, the Dodge Charger?
which isn't as interesting.
Yeah, and besides, the Holden Commodore is used in, well, what I can say is the better version of NASCAR, which is V8s. Well, it was V8 supercars, not anymore.
Oops. Who the
Who
hell
buys
buys
Buicks
Buick
now?
now?
Old people.
People in
never
China.
mind. Yeah, the Chinese love Buicks. That's like that's where GM. That's why GM basically keeps Buick, is China.
Yeah.
Like,
Like,
I
honestly,
think the best.
if it wasn't for that, honestly, it should have been Buick to go, not Pontiac.
I
Because
think originally Buick was supposed to go, but they decided to keep Buick and shut off Pontiac and Hummer and Saab and Saturn.
well, Saturn wasn't really going anywhere anytime soon. Saab was. I guess they got tired of Saab doing their own thing, which, to be fair, I can't really
Yeah,
blame
that's
them.
a
They
fair
just made-
point.
Saab, kind of, to be fair, did make their cars better, so that's kind of more on
Oh, yeah,
Chevrolet's
they
fault.
looked at GM's cars and like, this is not good enough, so they made the pillars sturdier. They even changed the sat nav and the wheelbase and everything. They basically made it a better car. They even had a different engine management system that was actually a lot better, although harder to work on.
Yeah.
Move Buick to China, bring back Pontiac. If only it worked that way. Most of the Pontiacs that would have been around today are known as Cadillacs,
Yep.
like the CT6 V Sport, which was announced the other day. Yeah, CT6 is like, I guess you could say, I'd probably compare it to the 5 Series. You know,
Yeah,
And apparently they announced
it's-
a V. They announced a V version, and it's got like a twin turbo V8 with like I forget how much horsepower.
But yeah, is this the thing with like Pontiac? Is just like they must have been like, oh, this isn't working out, and because they're and the problem was they're too many people at GM are probably like, oh, they made the ass chuck, and no one really liked that thing because it was ugly.
Well, I mean, the Aztec was ugly, but
Yes.
it's got a cult following now because of Breaking Bad.
And to be honest, the Aztec wasn't actually that bad of a car. It just is really ugly. It's just
It was
really
poorly
ugly.
designed. I mean, come on, it had a built-in tent. What's so bad about that?
Yeah, like, oh, that's cool. Like have a car with a tent. Just like I could just go out camping, but I don't. Instead of needing to set up the tent, I could just be in the car,
Yeah, exactly.
which I would much prefer anyways, because you know, keeps all the fucking bugs out, for the most part. One of the reasons I don't like camping, to be fair, because fucking all those stupid bugs everywhere. It's like, nope.
Yep. Much.
But yeah, it's just they probably they probably just looked at that as the reason maybe to just fucking kill them off because the car was supposed to be a big deal. No one liked it because it was ugly, and then it just didn't sell well. And it's like, but then they have the G8 come out near the end of Pontiac's lifespan, and that could have been a sign that maybe we know what to do with Pontiac now. Make the same kind of cars they used to make back in the day, which is why people liked Pontiac back then.
And you had the
And they
Solstice.
decided, nah. Oh yeah, the Solstice was cool. It was basically it was the closest thing America ever got to an MX-5 Miata.
Well, the American quote. Well, no, there was that, and then there was the Saturn Sky.
Well, the Saturn Sky was a rebadged Opel GT, so I don't count that.
Well, so was the Solstice, right?
No.
They were different platform.
They might have been the same platform. I don't know, but as far as I know, the Solstice. I don't think the Solstice
Google.
was. I don't think the Solstice was the same platform. It could be, but I don't
Related.
think it
Daewoo
was.
G2X, Opel GT, Saturn Sky.
Okay. Well,
The
maybe
thing
it
is,
was.
though, I don't think the Saturn Sky had the same engine as the GXP, which is the turbocharged 4-pot.
I guess the reason I don't really consider the Sky
Okay.
is because it is still the design of it is still literally the same as the
The
Opel
same
GT.
thing.
Whereas the Solstice was actually different.
Completely different body.
The Solstice was
badges.
cool though. I liked that, especially when they had the Solstice GXP, because basically if you had the regular Solstice, if you wanted like a Miata that felt more like America, and then if you had the GXP, which was like the S2000, if you wanted more like America.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Chevy decides to make the HHR. No, meanwhile, Chevy decides to make the Volt.
Fucking Volt. Just
I remember the thing in Driver San Francisco. I couldn't even tell if the thing had a gearbox in it or not.
nope. The Volt does not, as far as I know.
It's a CVT.
I believe so.
Yeah, Opel styling was better. Speaking of which, I forgot about it, but
The
Opel
Sky is the
unveiled-
better looking. The Sky is the better looking car. I will agree with that. But the Solstice was still really interesting.
I think what I would have done if I had a Saturn Sky, I'd take the Saturn badges off and put an Opel badge on it. It's like, you're not worthy.
This is clearly an Opel GT. What are you talking about? No, Saturn Sky? No. I would just do that, but I would still leave the Sky name, so I just have the Opel Sky.
You know, I will judge the Volt, and that is simply because I'm pretty sure GM paid Motor Trend to rate a car of the year 2011, and even though it really didn't do what they rated it at, like, it does 125 miles per gallon, even though really it doesn't.
It doesn't.
It does maybe 35 or 50.
I will judge it for the simple fact that it is a modern Chevrolet product. Good point, because I don't like most modern Chevrolets.
Well, I mean, the only modern Chevys that were good were the SS and the Corvette. I don't know, in terms of family car, I'd say the Impala. The new Impalas are actually not that bad.
The Impala, the current Impalas are nice. I have to give them that. But
Aesthetically, if you want to see a really terrible in terms of aesthetics, like the late 2000s Impala, the one that they use for taxi cabs and cop cars, they run really well. It's just they're really dull. Like the current, like the Crown Victoria.
Don't you feel special?
They're just there.
They exist.
Yeah, I mean, they last a long time, don't get me wrong. Like, those Impalas will last. Just majorly dull.
What?
He says could be worse.
What could be? What could be worse?
Could be the current Malibu, he says.
I've actually sat in the current Malibu. I think it's kind of like the Impala, just
Not as good.
Yeah, pretty much.
I can't bring it to myself to like the new Malibu at all. It just is. Every time I see it, the car just looks fucking hideous.
It looks like you took the Chevy Cruze and gave it Viagra.
Yeah.
That's what it looks like. I mean, the generations before this, I mean, the 7th gen kind of looked cool, but then again, that was, I believe, a Insignia. No, it was a Pontiac G6, Saab 9.3, Saturn Aura, Cadillac BLS. It was a Vectra. It was an Opel Vectra is what it was.
Yeah.
Because I remember Top Gear talked about, it's like, we've been driven to work in Vauxhall Vectras. And they were like, at first I thought it was a Renault. Reminds me of a depressed beluga whale.
And that's what I'm gonna call the current Malibu from now on, a depressed beluga whale.
Might as well. I mean, recently there have been some pretty good Chevys in terms of handling and performance. Even the new Cruze.
Inferno,
is really
if you're gonna send that Inferno, you might want to put it in the correct. Oh, he's already gone anyways, but it's the correct server. But whatever. But yeah, he had to go because reasons. But so yeah, thanks for being here though.
Mm-hmm.
There's some spots in the voice if anyone wants to come join and say hi.
Mm.
Give me 1 second. I am just fixing things up here.
I always forget, like, I'm looking at my followed channels. And the second most viewed channel is, of course, Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood. Which, that doesn't surprise me. It's got, like, a little over 1,200 viewers. And then I see the Warframe Twitch stream, because I like playing Warframe, so I follow them. And they're doing their Thursday night prime time, and they have almost 13,000 viewers.
Yep.
And it's not even a dev stream where they show off the future of the game.
Nope. Well, I'm gonna just guess and say that because I don't follow them.
Yeah, that's usually how it works. That and Warframe's meme culture's pretty big, I guess. The hell kind of map is this you're on?
Swamp Rump.
This don't look like anything out of Rumble Racing, not like a little cluttered city. They're like, this map kind of reminds me of...
Okay, that was weird. It kind of froze up for a moment.
Oh, it did. Almost looked like you clipped through the ground. Now, the swamp area reminds me of that Dukes of Hazzard game that was really terrible on the PS2. I think it was called Return of the General Lee.
I remember that.
Yeah. But the city part kind of reminds me of, like, that Hot Wheels game that I was talking about earlier. Velocity X. Reminds me of that.
Mm-hmm.
Are you driving through a cemetery?
Mm-hmm.
What the hell?
That's a thing here.
Track must be based out of something in Alabama.
Southern Alabama.
Because in Alabama, you'll be like, you know, you'll be at the Huntsville Space Center with the Saturn V rocket, and then
you offended me. What the fuck did I do?
It's probably I offended him.
Oh.
I offend a lot of people.
Oops.
See, the thing is like, I've been to Alabama before, and it's like, you know, you'll be at the state line, or you'll be at Huntsville, and then, hey, there's the giant Saturn V rocket on display. Then you'll be at the state line, and then there's, like, the world's largest fireworks store. Seriously, that's a thing. And then suddenly, random cemetery.
God damn it, game.
That swamp area looks pretty terrifying. Mainly because, like, there's trenches.
Nope. Oh, God. Into the thing here. You drove through a cemetery. I'm calling the cops. Every easily offended person ever. Okay.
This isn't Shrek.
This isn't Shrek.
I pray to Shrek every night. My dad walks into my room and calls me a faggot. I call him a cunt. I still can't believe that was, like, I think that was a meme when I was like a junior in high school. So basically like a couple years ago.
I'm fucking
Yeah,
Frosty.
I actually remember, like, there was this one redneck kid at my high school, and like every time we go to lunch and randomly in the hallways he would just shout out "Donkey!" like Mike Myers does when he plays Shrek. Don't know why.
You looked at me for 0.5 seconds, SWAT team.
You did win Splash there.
I did. Alright, there we go. Just deal with that. Hey, I got a shield. I'm gonna hold on to it till I need it.
Yeah, Shiloh, whatever your name is. That reminds me of like those people who are like, how to make a second Roblox account. SWAT team.
Oh fuck! God damn it! I screwed up the timing again.
Oh, I see you missed the shortcut.
Mm-hmm.
I hate doing that in Rumble Racing, because Rumble Racing was basically the same exact thing. You missed a shortcut, and it's like, oh, there goes my race.
Yeah, pretty much. That's a thing. And it's not, and it's, you know, yeah. I don't know. FBI wants to know your location. Okay, Christ, just, they can calm down.
How to play Club Penguin rewritten after the shutdown. FBI wants to know your location.
Hmm. How to play Club Penguin in 2018. Why are the FBI at our house?
You know, it's funny. There's this YouTuber I used to watch, but back when I was still watching him, he actually played the new Club Penguin on the iPad. And if you want to do as much as ride a zipline, you have to pay for membership.
Oh, wow.
It's so terrible. See, the old Club Penguin was actually good, aside from the memes. Like, it had its stuff. Like, you could actually play snowball fights without having to pay money.
Modern video gaming, everybody.
Yep.
How does the sun rotate on Minecraft if the world's infinite? Magic.
I don't think, well, at least as far as I know on PS4, it's not infinite. Actually.
Anyways,
Don't let the Illuminati know this.
That one done. And I can now race against Legend of the Slow Cow. Oh boy. And I can now race the Elite EA Cup. And I shall be right back, because I got to take care of something real quick. Oh my god.
Look at him.
I bet you could say that race was pretty petty. Too soon. I think this is the moment where, like, the people in the chat have to be the host for a little bit. The microtransaction cup. I mean, if EA made NASCAR Rumble today, I would not be surprised if you had to pay like $5 for a whole new single-player championship. They did bring back the. I mean, they did bring back the paid DLC model with Need for Speed Payback. Like, you have to pay $4 for a Pontiac Trans Am or something like that. $3 or $4 for a car. For a second, I thought I was looking at DLC for Most Wanted 2012.
Yeah. They did a thing on Black Ops 3 reducing all the zombie maps to like $7.
I figured they'd do that. Yeah, but Need for Speed World was basically microtransactions. Yeah, but isn't there like an offline mod you can have for Need for Speed World now? So like everything's free. How to bypass Need for Speed microtransaction EMP bomb. It's like suddenly here comes Thatcher from Rainbow Six Siege and he's gonna drop an EMP nade next to your computer. All ranting about GPS satellites, unmanned drones. Wasn't the Carbon DLC $1 per car? Then again, that probably could be due to inflation, as to why cars are like $4 now. But I never did play Carbon on like the PS3 or the 360. I had it on PS2, so we didn't have DLC.
All right, I'm back.
Fucking
Welcome
laser
back.
sights. What GT Effect just said. The Siege reference is strong.
Anyways, Pedro Moraes CC. I'm hoping I got that right. Thank you for the follow on Twitch. Welcome to HG Beach. And for anyone else, if you're enjoying the stream and you haven't yet, why not hit that follow button? I stream 3 times a week of racing games, newish and old, sim and arcade, pretty much anything goes. And if you want to help support the stream in any way, you can donate via the donations button down below the stream where it says donations. You can click on it, it'll take you to Streamlabsing, and if you want to support through that way, you totally can. You can also support via bit sending, subscribing to me on Twitch, or even just hosting. If you're just here to watch the stream though, then thank you very much regardless. If you want to see some of my other links, check my About Me section where you can, if you want, you can support through Patreon instead. You can follow me on Twitter, subscribe to my YouTube, and join the Discord server. And with that, I've got that out of the way. Back to what I was doing. Oh yeah, that's right. This doesn't play properly because emulator doesn't like this for whatever reason.
That FMV though.
Yeah, it's stuttering and stuff, which is unfortunate.
Well, no, it's the fact that it's an FMV.
Well, that's what the PlayStation had a lot of those back in the day.
I know. Ice Stakes was the first one I remember.
Hello, Nightfire. Just a little plug, yeah.
When Cross asked, "What's in the canister?"
I like how it gives me that thing for being the Grand Champion, despite the fact I have not yet done I haven't done quite yet everything.
Wait, what was that button that said NASCAR 2000? Was that like a demo?
No, I think it's a video about it.
Oh, a trailer, yeah, because I think NASCAR 2000 had a trailer for Rumble in it. I miss those days. Like, you'd have a full game, like Need for Speed Most Wanted, and you could play the From Russia with Love demo on it.
You have done to do time to go pee in the butts. Pee in all the butts. Oh, well, I mean, I do that regularly, don't I?
He is stored in the balls.
Correct. I don't think I've been Jeff Burton, so I'm just gonna drive as Jeff Burton. Thank you for the host, Franco.
Oh god, Adam Petty's in this game?
Yep.
That's old.
God bless his soul.
Racer X's rating. He's done playing Choro. He's done playing Choro Q.
He's fucking rating with a party of 11. Jesus. Hello, everybody.
I was there earlier.
Hope you all enjoyed Angel's stream of the Choro Q stuff. Thank you for the host.
It was a good stream, even though I played very little Choro Q, and now I realize how cheesy it is. Lord Tachunka. It's not Tachunka, it's Tachanka. Replace the U with an A, and replace the last C with a K.
Get fucked, loser.
Despite the fact I'm in first place, weirdo, so you may want to try that again.
I don't think Angel enjoyed Angel's stream of Choro Q. Choro Q was like that one wonky game, honestly. But I guess that's what made it great as a hidden gem. I still prefer Gadget Racers though, which was HD1.
Yes.
Yeah. Tachanka is the one true lord of shooters. Yes, he is.
Single sarcastic echidna TB cheese Paul. These fucking Twitch clip names.
Single sarcastic echidna tuberculosis cheese pull.
Yes.
I never understood the clip names, honestly.
I don't think they're supposed to be. You're not supposed to. It's just meant to be silly.
Oh yeah, that's right. I can see why they say peak murder, because in Short OQ, characters actually get murdered in their cars that explode. Thus, they die.
Yeah.
Which I thought that was really cheesy. I'm pretty sure if you put Short OQ on YouTube, they'd probably find a way to demonetize you.
Been before, yeah.
Yeah. Oh no, they would. Because, you know, I saw a Toyota 2000 GT die on the screen. Yeah, it's a really dark story in a child's game, and I think one of the cars has cancer. It's like... It's a good thing Pixar didn't pick up Choro Q.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I didn't even see the, you know, close your eyes and see the alternate route shit. I didn't finish that. Because by then Thunder came online, so it's like, I might as well tag along.
You didn't have to. You've beaten the game! You've done it!
It was so cheesy. Yeah, Choro Q is like, it makes Twisted Metal look like Toy Story, honestly.
You dropped the bomb, you probably should go pick it back up, because you shouldn't drop bombs.
Yeah, that's bad. Cars 4
Lightning McQueen has cancer.
I still have yet to see Cars 3. I should, though. Because I really didn't know.
It's not that dark, but yeah, it's dark.
Okay, it's not that dark.
I've seen the dark. Well, maybe you should have turned some lights on.
What's that? I can't hear you. It's too dark in here.
Aw, shit.
I actually a little bit that paint scheme Tony Stewart had on his Home Depot.
You won the Great GP and became the new hero of racing. Also, your best friend died.
Yep, that's Choro Q in a nutshell. It's like you won the championship, but your best friend just died.
Congratulations, you did the thing. Oh, your friend's dead, but you did the thing, man. Why aren't you happy? Dude, you just said my friend died.
Also, stream is delayed. When is a Twitch stream not delayed? Twitch streams always have delay. You can't really do anything about that.
I can't see you. I've got headphones in. God damn it.
I can't see this stream because apparently I got my headphones on.
I was frozen today.
I can't hear you. I got my pee up arrow ass. Wait, you didn't hear that?
What?
Wait,
Don't worry about it.
wait, I thought that was Rhino's job.
No, I mean, there could be some others who do it. Hint, hint. Dude, stop speaking. I can't taste my macaroni. This was actually some PMD hard feeling moments, but with cars and explosions. Hey, what are you doing over there, huh? Oh, I hit the tree.
Can you speak up? I'm not wearing any pants.
Can you speak up? I'm not wearing pants. Okay.
Oh, that guy went flying.
Watch out for that tree. Okay, there. I'll become jungle. I'll become oh, I can't. You can't even swap the letters around. It doesn't work.
Junge of the Jorgle? I don't know.
Junge of the Gorgle.
Yes. Shut up, my engine's overheating.
Jungle of the George.
I can't see you. I'm wearing a shirt. Dude, I can't
Did
eat.
you see that?
Dude, I can't eat. Dude, I can't eat. Dude, I can't eat right now. I have socks on.
No, don't just give it away.
Can't hear you. My feet hurt.
There's the king defeated.
Oh God. Oh Jesus, I got sent back. And then I got shunted forward.
I just thought you get like falcon plunged.
Mm-hmm.
Here we go.
I can't hear you. My
Like-
eyes are happy.
I can't hear my
Unlike
eyes.
in Underground 2 the other day, that Falcon Punch thing.
Cashforoutplayed.com.
Oh,
I don't get it. I don't get it.
I don't either.
oh! You got hammered.
I was hacked by a hammer.
You got hummered. Oh wait, there's no Hummers in this game.
Whoops.
Okay, but yeah, going back to what I said earlier, to be fair, I can't really do the P and butt to Arrow if he's not actually here. So he doesn't get the special times. Oops.
Turn on the TV.
And before
I can't
someone
tell
goes and
time.
tells him that I said that, and then he's like, I heard you talking shit! Ah, crap, I'm being rained on again. God damn it. He was there earlier, obviously. Cap of pride. Help. There we go.
Oh, Sadness Mountain.
You were actually just talking you were just talking piss, particularly the in the butt variety. I'm aware of that. Stop tasting me, I'm trying to learn stick.
It's about time for that.
Stop tasting. I'm watching Weeaboo anime.
Now see, that one's just sexual. Yeah.
Pretty much.
Pretty much.
Ugh.
King of the hill.
I'm gonna keep myself in the front.
The games begin.
Hey, I got a shield. Alright, just hold on to it until needed. That's the plan.
Speaking of Weeaboo, I was listening to Japanese metal earlier
Stop
today.
talking, I'm trying to read my manga. Well, that one kind of makes a little bit of sense, so, yeah.
Yeah.
It would make more sense if we were like, stop talking, I'm on the toilet or something.
I was just gonna suggest that. Look out, everybody.
Don't interrupt my dude's mangoes. There you go, kind of kicked their ass on that last lap. I'll accept it though. Alright, Swamp Romp yet again. Stop talking, I'm trying to win the GT World Championship.
Oh, I did a thing on Horizon 3.
Oh, boy.
At the Goliath circuit. I kind of did a similar GT World Championship, except I made them all endurances. 50 laps of mayhem!
50 laps of ham! Wait.
Steve Dams!
No, don't just give it away. Storms are brewing.
Oh, jeez. Excuse me, pardon me.
Every time I hear steamed ham, it
15,
makes me want to
15 laps of pure pork.
pure pork.
Please shut up, I'm trying to
40
do NASCARs.
40 laps of steamed roast beef.
That actually sounds pretty good.
There are actually so many variety. There's so much variety in the steamed hams meme. It's not even funny.
It makes me want to have Arby's right now.
That's why I like. That's the exact reason I like the steamed hams memes. It's just because of of how many things you can do to it.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I find That's why I find that's why I think there's a reason that meme is still technically alive, because of all the different things you can come up with that. That's how I find that's how some memes tend to last, is just when you can really just go crazy with it and just completely change it up.
This is probably my favorite version of steamed hams. I put it in the chat.
That happened. Ah, shit.
Steamed hams, but it's a piano dub.
Okay, so what? Steamed hams MIDI? Steamed hams, but it's a MIDI. And before it's actually on a piano. Steamed hams, but I need to eat, so BRB. Okay. Go have food.
It's the custom Guitar Hero song.
I remember that one.
Steamed hams, but it's an Osu beat map.
My lecturer just asked what I'm listening to, and I responded with memes. My favorite steamed hams meme was the one in San Andreas. I still like the YouTube poop thing that I saw that one time. Shamams. I still haven't bothered to sit down willingly and watch a steamed ham meme. Well, you have a lot of you have a lot of choice then. Frozen. Oh god, I'm stuck. I was stuck on a tree. No, I got no steering. Steamed memes. The problem is there's too many of them. I don't even think that's a problem at all. I think that just makes it more better. Just that there's you at least have all. You can at least choose what you want to see. If there wasn't that many of them, it wouldn't really be entertaining. Nope, I'm gonna unfreeze. Take your freeze and shove it up your fuck. I don't know.
Take your freeze and shove it up. Like some corn.
I remember somebody took the steamed hams meme and turned it into like a Yakuza dub, and it was fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, the 60. I actually seen the 60 FPS version of steamed hams, and it's just, I don't know what just.
It doesn't work.
Yeah, it doesn't.
But it's just because that kind of thing where it's meant to be 30 frames and it just doesn't add up. Because it's just it feels so off-putting.
Oh, hey, I just noticed Adam Petty's in second place.
Hmm.
Just gonna suggest that. Let the games begin.
Ah, hell.
Nope.
Flame on!
And there we go. There's the wild card cup done. That means we just have the EA Cup to go on the elite side.
And then the game's done.
Well, I would have to do the legend stuff, which would be next stream because of how I'm trying to segment these.
Oh. You're saying this game's not done yet?
Yep, there will be another stream after. There will be another stream where I have to finish this up. I'm gonna finish this cup up with Dale.
Dale!
Is the EA Cup pay to win? At least, well, thankfully not in this game. Maybe in others.
Back when EA still had some common sense.
Some.
Yeah, some.
Dale!
Yes.
I still like Q's Dale better than mine.
Yeah, but Q hasn't said it in ages and probably won't because he's no fun, Kappa.
Well,
Fuck.
then.
Was that your lunch? Did you see that? Did you see what he just did?
Oh god.
Use it, don't abuse it.
There we go. I just had a situation. Has anyone taken the song Sail and changed it to Dale? Dale! Ow.
Don't blow it here, buddy. What is it? Sunday drive with Grandma? Don't get big-headed.
Time to go through the waterfall. That was a oddly elongated jump. At least it looks like it.
No more cruise control.
Sorry, Bill. Alrighty, and
Just coming in for Bill Elliott.
yeah, I
Shame
did.
on you.
That's what Weirdo would probably be saying if he was still here.
Oh,
Yeah, it is
excuse me.
Bill Elliott. The guy who went, what, 220? Was it 212 at Talladega?
It was fast, was what it was.
Yes, fast miles an hour. We'll go with that.
Yes.
Wuss.
He went the speed.
Whoa, Bill went flying.
Mm-hmm. He was just like,
He
no!
went- He went for a swim.
Yep. My phone's going off. Hang on. I haven't checked my phone in a bit. I should probably do that real quick. Important updates about the General Data Protection Regulation. What?
What?
What the fuck is this about, Google? So many things. I gotta clear off my phone real quickly. There we go. just get the specs and shit off the phone.
Oh, well, rip tablet.
Rip table. Wait, I mean what? Well, to be fair, rip that meme.
Rip my voice too, because it was going out too. So, whoopsies. God.
Oh, fuck, I got some heartburn.
You got some heartburn, what?
Heartburn. I was about to say, hang on. I said that would just be concerning.
Speaking of, I had Taco Hell the other night.
As I've heard.
Actually, no. It was very eventful.
Well, this is
Taco Bell's always eventful.
Well, I had to have it because of the nacho cheese fries, which are so OP good.
OP good? I've never heard that fries being OP good.
Yeah, overpowered fries.
Hello, Talus.
Oh, hey, my other parental unit's home. Hooray.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Fries OP, please nerf next patch. Fuck.
That honestly sounds like... Fries sounds kind of like an operator in Rainbow Six that everybody hates because it's so overpowered.
Nah, McBLT OP, please buff.
I thought he was going to say McDLT for a second.
McDLC.
Ouch.
McDDT.
Coming to a video
Ela.
game called...
What do you mean by Ela? What?
I
Ela?
think he means Ella from Rainbow Six. She used to be very overpowered. I'm an Ella main, I would know. She has a CZ Scorpion submachine gun. For a second I thought my headphones died. She has a CZ Scorpion submachine gun and she could use that thing like a damn sniper rifle. So they had to nerf her.
Well then. Can I get a McGangbang?
Actually,
No.
I think that's real. It's like a Big Mac with chicken nuggets on it. Why don't you like Ella? She's like the big titty goth girlfriend that everybody wants. If
Apparently
anybody
not
should be
him.
hated in Rainbow Six, it should be the new one, Finka. She can dope herself up with like the Metal Gear Nano machines and it reduces her recoil by 90%. It's a joke.
Oops.
And sadly, I think Rainbow Six is the only FPS I still play and I need my fix.
I heard Big Titty calls you. Tell me more. Jesus Christ, I'm getting like devoured by everybody here right now.
Kenny Wallace just wiped you out.
Did.
I guess he's
Fuck!
mad because, you know, he realizes his NASCAR career won't take off like his brother Rusty.
Mm. Okay, well at least I'm not gonna come last. We're fine. It's gonna be okay.
Yay, Bill Elliott won.
Woo!
Weirdo just said, go, Bill, go.
Woo! Despite the fact I'm not driving his bill, so fuck you guys.
I mean, it could be worse. He could have lost to Chad Little.
Now, that would have been something.
I don't think V realizes that a McGangbang is actually a real thing. And it's not an Urban Dictionary thing either. Like, apparently it's a real secret menu item, from what I've heard. See, I like Bill Elliott, but he's not my childhood hero. For me, that'd be like Bobby Hamilton or Sterling Marlin.
You're not sorry, weirdo.
I think I'd have to cheer for Bobby Hamilton.
Bob!
It also makes it better because Bobby Hamilton had a racing team before he died of cancer. And, like, the racing team garage is literally... Like, all I had to do is drive out my neighborhood, go into the industrial part of town, which is, like, 5 minutes away, and boom, there's his racing headquarters and garage and everything. It was awesome. It's a McChicken and a double cheeseburger. Even then, that wouldn't be enough for me to... That wouldn't be enough to convince me to go back to McDonald's. I can't eat that stuff anymore.
To be fair, most of the McDonald's now have like those things you can just make your order on like
those
the screen.
Kiosks.
You could just customize your burger.
Yeah, even then, like the last time I had a McDonald's burger, it made me feel so unwell. And the last time I had a Big Mac, it was really depressing to eat because it had no taste. And the McChicken was kind of the same way, but then again, that's probably because, you know, I live in the South. We have a lot of Chick-fil-A.
Whoa!
Hit my burger. That's a good one. I'd order it for the simple fact it's called a McGangbang. Yeah, really.
Can I put a wing on my burger? I'd rather have a Whataburger, personally.
I never had a Whataburger because, you know, and Tennessee doesn't have Whataburgers. That's more of a Texas thing. McPizza was a thing. Yes, it was. There's actually, I think, one McDonald's left in the country that actually still serves McPizza. I don't remember where it is though. But I remember hearing about it. It's like in Illinois or something like that.
Oh God.
Okay, so the thing is, Thunder, you're gonna have to try and beat Chad Little here since Bill Elliott's not winning. You gotta do it for Dale.
Dale!
Do it for Dale!
Well, I think I might have done it for Dale.
I think here in Tennessee we have parties.
The biggest McDonald's in the world has a McPizza too. Well, I mean, if it's the biggest McDonald's in the world, I wouldn't be surprised.
Is it in Japan?
Driving school.
What? I heard something about pizza.
Nice, he rattled his cage there. I take full responsibility. I'm proud of my action.
It's somewhere in Florida. That also does not surprise me. I'm pretty sure the average citizen in Florida, their breakfast consists of a bowl of milk, and instead of cereal, it's a bunch of pennies. When can we order a McDouble penetration? What the hell, Q?
That doesn't surprise me that he would say that, to be honest.
Mm-mm.
What the
Q, the only thing you'll be getting is McPinned at this rate.
You know, I've heard that, you know, since the Wendy's Twitter page. Oh, jeez, Q, come on.
Bound and gagged.
Big bound and gagged. Hello.
That took a sudden turn.
Yeah, really. Children, lighten up here, please.
Wikipedia subspecial. Jesus Christ, tuner guy.
Lighten up, children, jeez.
McBunted. McEgged.
The Denny's Twitter account is turned. No, what I was going to say, though, is that I think since McDonald's got a lot of flack from the Wendy's Twitter, because the Wendy's Twitter is one of the most savage, I suppose, Wendy or McDonald's is now saying that apparently when you order a double quarter pounder or quarter pounder in general, they don't cook it until you order it.
Hey, I have a Twitter account.
Well, I would sure hope so. Because then as soon as you order it, they can make it, and it'll be, once you get it, it's completely fresh. So
Yeah. Even then, it's still McDonald's, and to me that.
McDonald's, I don't know. Like everyone always rattles on them for not being very good. I find maybe it's just a thing in Canada or where I'm at, but I generally they tend to be pretty good out over where I'm at least. So maybe it's just they make their burgers better here. I have no idea.
I don't know. To me, it's just that the food's bland. Now, see, it's not.
I did not lose to Chad Little. Good.
Amazing.
You do not lose
Amazing.
the little child. Congratulations, you've done it. You win.
The thing is, though, is that there is nothing worse in terms of service compared to Steak and Shake.
I don't have a Steak and Shake where I'm at.
You're not missing out. At least for the Steak and Shakes in all of Tennessee, they're basically like really slow. So it's like, hey, can I get a bacon steak burger, please? You'll be sitting there for like an hour waiting for the damn thing to show up.
Jeez.
Yeah.
That's not good. Fuck.
Skadoosh. Oh.
Fuck.
Oh,
Why am I
you
running
got
into everything like an idiot? So yeah, they live in the UK, so Steak and Shake doesn't exist as far as I'm concerned.
You're not missing out.
Tennessee.
Well, the UK has Nando's.
Talis, I believe, offers from Tennessee.
Yes, I am. Steak and Shake in Austin is good. Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure some Steak and Shakes are good. They do have good fries, though. I do love their fries. Especially if you get, like, the Parmesan seasoning on them. Cheeky Nando's, yeah. You know what's funny is that I think the only Nando's in the States is Baltimore. So it's just kind of like... I kind of want... Yeah, I want to try Nando's. I know it's a meme. I also affiliated with Fernando Alonso, and I call him Cheeky Nando, because his humor's kind of cheeky.
Cheeky Nando!
Yeah, exactly. I've always wanted to try Nando's, though.
Oh.
I live nowhere. I'm like 3 hours away from Memphis, and I don't think I'd want to live in Memphis. Potholes and gunshots and stuff. If I were to live near Memphis, it'd be for the barbecue. Cheeky Nando in a beach chair. See, exactly. Cheeky Nando in a beach chair. Or, you know, his engine explodes in the Indy 500. He's like, I will still celebrate with a little bit of milk. And he pulls out a little milk carton. It's like, this is my celebration. You know, I was talking about it last night, but apparently he has a fashion brand now called Kimoa. And I thought about getting his Rolex Daytona 24 cap. But it's like, what was it? Like, it's like a $70 hat. So
What
it's
a
like,
hat.
no thanks. Yeah, a Daytona 24-hour hat.
Fernando Alonso is actually a solid lad, says V. I mean, I don't
like
think anyone's
Fernando.
going to disagree with that.
I like Fernando Alonso. You put him in any car, and he'll make sure he'll go fast in it.
Well,
Unless if
at least
it's
to
a
the best
Honda,
of his ability.
Yeah. Like, I mean, we'll look at whenever he was racing in Indy 500 a year ago, almost 2 years ago. Well, no, just a year ago. He could have won the race had his engine not exploded.
Yeah.
I was actually very pissed off when his engine exploded. I just see his car slowing down, I see blue smoke, and I'm like, you know what, I'm done. And then one of my friends told me Takuma Sato was leading, so I'm like, not too bad. And
Not
Takuma Sato won.
Sato.
Ta-da!
This race is looking pretty nasty.
Oh, God.
Yeah, I'm having some difficulties. Apparently so is Dale Jarrett.
Dale!
Not the right Dale. It's another good Dale, but it's not Dale Sr.
Yeah. Or Junior.
Nah, Dale Jr.'s overrated. There, I said it.
Oh, everyone's gonna get all mad now.
It's like, yeah, I said it. He could have been he could have had potential, but since his dad died, he had to resort to H.H. Gregg ads.
What?
He did ads for H.H. Gregg before they went bankrupt.
I don't even know what that is.
Overrated, don't at me. Good God.
To be honest, Dale Jr. probably would have been more had it not been, and this is my opinion, had it not been for an accident he had in 2004.
2004.
It wasn't in NASCAR. He was in like a Corvette or something.
Oh, Corvette, yeah, he got a couple burns. I remember the footage.
Yeah, he got into a crash and basically the car caught fire and he suffered like
C5R, yeah, he caught on fire at Sonoma.
Suffered burns from it.
Mm-hmm.
Some people attribute that those burns had kind of affected his driving skills from that point on.
Yeah. See, like,
whether that's actually true or not, I have no idea, and I'm not gonna try to really go into it. But hey,
it's not like he became the American Niki Lauda.
No.
Well, actually, no. That's a bad thing because the thing is, though, Niki Lauda made a miraculous comeback.
Weirdo seems to agree. He says, "I always felt he never quite had the same performance behind the wheel after it."
Sounds like Paul Walker to me. Oh God.
See, though,
I remember seeing the footage, and I think some of the flames went through his visor.
Yeah, it did.
Like, that was some brutal shit. I mean, the C5R was a great car, but as it turns out, it was also a fire hazard. Oh, don't worry. I made some pretty offensive Paul Walker jokes when I was playing Need for Speed 2015. Really offensive. I don't know if I should even mention it.
See, back in my day, that's something I don't even want to talk about. Then again, you were playing Need for Speed 2015, which in that case, that's already just bad.
2015, it was kind of going in the right direction. Physics were off and all that, and the racing was
I'm sorry, the physics in 2015 were absolute garbage.
Well, yeah, if you're doing the competitive playlist that they added as the final update, because you basically had to drift to win. Even
in general, it was just terrible.
You're talking about where sometimes if you were drifting, like, it would just force you into the wall.
It was basically the game was always trying to take over your steering. It was just like, why?
Yeah, it did.
I remember Horizon 3
had a Forza-thon where you hit trees in a Carrera GT. See, what I made a livery for the 911 GT3 RS because there was no Carrera GT, and
the physics in 2015 were so bad that a guy called Bartendo is even trying to mod more control into it. Yeah. He's trying to I think basically what he's trying to do is he's trying to fix the physics in that game so the game stops trying to take control of your car.
Yeah, but I like the way that it was going, like, as in, you know, it focuses more on the car culture rather than, let's go steal this Koenigsegg out of a semi that's doing 200 miles an hour through a hairpin turn, you know? And also, on some occasions, the main character sounded like Owen Wilson. Especially... He did. Like, the part where he was driving the Koenigsegg Regera, he was like, wow.
Fucking just that scene, just wow.
Wow, the torque and power. I either understeer on a wall or constantly spin out and crash. Yeah, that's Need for Speed 2015 in a nutshell, but I like the customization in it. And, of course, it didn't have microtransactions. Yeah, that's what I was trying to get to, is that the theme and the aesthetics were much better. And, of course, no microtransactions.
I'll give 2015 the credit for the themes. I don't know about aesthetics in terms of visual. I still think Payback visually looks better because it's got better color reproduction, and, you know, it doesn't just look all kind of faded and dull.
Grainy, if you're on console.
Yeah, grainy and stuff.
I hated the grain.
But I can understand why some people would like 2015 more than Payback, at least in that regard. But I'm still saying Payback is better just because at least you can actually play the fucking game without the game being like, no, I'm going to steer for you.
2015 was fan service for the NFS Reddit at best. No, I think a lot of people were calling for 2015 to be how it was. But I like what GTFX just said. 2015, bad handling, Payback, bad storytelling. Oh, don't forget the microtransactions.
Well, Weirdo just actually said a thing speaking about that. He said, I kind of feel like the paybacks microtransactions are such a minor thing, you could just ignore them.
Well, see, my problem is like this. From judging from what I saw from the story and the gameplay, it literally just looks like the crew, with burnout physics. It had the performance cards like the crew. It had the storytelling like the crew, like the action bits. I mean, I feel like they didn't even try with Payback. Like, I was instantly off the train once they announced Payback.
It's like complaining
about my microtransactions in GT6. You got a point there. Well, actually, no, you didn't have to complain about them because if you did the exploit when the game launched, you're okay. You could ignore pay.
There wasn't even much of a point to complain about it at all, because in that game, especially when the updates came by, having the microtransactions in GT6 was literally fucking pointless.
Yeah. Well, no, like when the game first launched, what you do is you delete the game patches and then sell the Mercedes VGT for like 20 million, and then just patch the game again.
Yep.
Yeah.
I remember that glitch.
Yeah. The first thing I bought with that exploit, I think, was the Monster Tajima E-Runner. Before it had the Remac batteries, of course, which hasn't been in a video game since.
Yeah. It would be if Payback wasn't revised completely to accommodate the possibility of the MTX having a gameplay effect.
My only complaint is the burnout physics, where you can drift around corners at 200 miles an hour. If they were to do like Underground 2 with the black box physics, I probably would have picked up Payback. Maybe. Can you still do the exploit? No, I think they made a patch later on in GT6's life, so if you go try and do it again, even if you delete the patches, it won't let you do it. I think it'll forcefully delete the VGT out of your garage.
You would have to do it where you get it from that patch,
Yes.
from that first patch.
Something like that.
Go back to the original and then sell it. You would have you would have to do it that way.
Honestly, if anything, microtransactions in Forza 7 are probably the worst. Actually, Forza 7 wasn't a good game in general, in my opinion. Because you couldn't race tuned cars in career mode. The multiplayer still has no penalty system whatsoever. It's not as bad as GT Sports, but, you know, GT Sports can be fixed. You're mixed on the black box physics?
I mean, I always personally prefer, like, I wouldn't mind Payback if it had like the Most Wanted physics, because that would be great in my opinion.
Underground 2 even.
I think Most Wanted did the physics the best, personally.
Yeah. I didn't like Carbons.
No, I didn't either. Because
great.
my biggest problem with Carbon still is how the cars are segmented through like tuners, muscles, and exotics. I wouldn't mind it so much. I wouldn't mind it so much if it wasn't for the fact that they make tuners like the only ones that has like all the really nice handling that you would have gotten in like Most Wanted. That exotics basically just understeer, and then muscle cars have like way too much oversteer. It's like, why should a Viper SRT10 and a Corvette Z06 have like massive amounts of like slidey physics? I don't understand it.
Corvette especially.
Yeah, I know people want to say Carbon was better than Most Wanted. It's like the way they segmented those cars just will always make me I didn't
like the tier system, because once you started challenging, what was his name, Darius, the tier 2 cars were suddenly obsolete. So no more Plymouth Barracudas or no more Aston Martins.
Yeah, I didn't like that either.
Yeah, the tier system was so bullshit.
I know other Need for Speed games had the tier system, but I feel like just Carbon kind of just did it poorly.
Shift 1 did it okay.
Shift 1 did a relatively okay job with it.
Yes. Carbon had better gameplay. How did Carbon have better gameplay? I thought they played this. I thought they had the same quality of gameplay.
No, Carbon does not have better gameplay, in my opinion.
I mean, technically, Carbon had the shorter story.
Yeah.
Only like 4 bosses.
Carbon just kind of felt rushed, to be honest. Like, they just put things together. Yeah, I know, but I know it was rushed. But the thing is, it just feels like the things they put together in that game just kind of felt like it was all thrown together, really, and not really, you know, polished out.
The Barracuda wasn't a tier 3.
No, what?
Wait, was it? No, I'm probably thinking of the.
It might have been. I
Charger
don't
RT.
remember.
Charger RT. It was the Charger RT that's a tier 2. Tier 3 was the Barracuda. The graphics on Carbon doesn't help. See, the problem is with Carbon, though, is that some of the cars, like the taillights, would look like just. They didn't even bother to detail them. I think the Evo was a great example of that, and the Camaro. Like, they had a filter where the taillights just look like clear tinfoil.
Clear tinfoil.
I don't know. I don't know how to put it. I mean, the only cool part of the Carbon map that I actually liked was either like the rich part of town, which was like Fortuna, and then the projects, the ghetto part with the muscle cars. I really didn't like it.
No, it's just I really want to say Carbon was a really good game, but I think it's just a good game, and that's about it.
It was good, yeah, and that's it. My problem was that once you beat the game, you couldn't use the Audi Le Mans Quattro in career mode and free roam.
Yeah.
You can only use it in arcade. I think that was the biggest kick in the dick right there, because like when I was a kid, I was like, oh, I want that car, I want that car, I want that car, and it's only stuck in arcade mode. I was just like, damn it.
It sucks because it's like here you have basically one of the better cars in the game, and you can't really use it after you've beaten the game outside of arcade. It's like, what's the point?
I mean, if it was on console, yeah, you could probably use a PC and mod it so you could use it. Same goes with the Koenigsegg. Well, the Koenigsegg CCX came in the collector's edition. I'm thinking of the Murcielago LP640. At least you can use the Carrera GT once you can beat the story. I thought you could use the Carrera GT once you unlocked it.
Yeah.
And once you got to tier 3, like the Carrera GT was there.
Yeah, you could unlock it by that point. It's like, why did you didn't have to beat the story?
Yeah.
At least from my recollection of playing it.
Run tried to follow the burnout physics bandwagon, but being kind of realistic, and it failed. Well, no, I think the Run could have been a better game. It's just that EA wanted them to do like a Cannonball Run kind of game. And then whenever EA is like, oh, the profits are or there's no profits off this game. Oh my god, you're getting sandwiched by Kenny Wallace. But that's what I was saying. Like, whenever they found out that the sales for the Run, when the sales for the Run were terrible, they blamed it on Black Box instead of themselves, and they shut down Black Box. So, you know what that means? No more good Need for Speeds and no more Skate. So, thanks, EA.
That's the problem with EA, is that whenever something goes bad, they always blame the people, the game studio, and not themselves. They don't ever want to take responsibility.
I still don't forgive them for what they did to Pandemic. I think they made the Saboteur, and the Saboteur flopped, even though it was a decent game, if I remember correctly. And they're like, oh no, you guys suck. We're closing you down. And because of that, we'll have no more proper starters. Battlefronts will destroy all humans. I don't know. We'll see.
I thought the Monster Jam games were also made by Pandemic.
I don't think so.
But yeah, it's just like, it's just the thing with Carbon to me too is that it's too short. Like, if you don't play through the game 100%, you basically, the game can be completed in about probably 3 hours.
Well, see, the problem is once you complete a race, the payout is so garbage. It was like 500 credits. Even though
yeah, that's right.
So
that was
expensive.
like, that's true. It's like the later races, you can get paid pretty well the first time you play it, but you try to go back and it's literally 500 credits. It's like, what the fuck were they thinking?
Mm-hmm. So once I beat the game, I just used the Game Shark to give me limitless money.
Yeah, pretty much.
Mm-hmm. EA became Activision. Nah, I don't know about that.
At least Activision makes good games. Not gonna lie.
Well, every now and then.
Every now and then.
Yeah.
I still am mad at not EA, Activision, though, for what they did to Bizarre Creations.
I mean, that was gonna happen anyway. The game barely got any advertising.
Because Activision didn't really give them support.
Exactly. Blur, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Blur is.
I remember
I still think I still think Blur is a fantastic game that never got the attention it deserved.
The multiplayer was good. I like the multiplayer in it. The problem is when you play during peak hours, at most, there was only like 1,200 people playing it. 1,200. I remember it. It was a little over 1,200, and that's it.
Mm-hmm.
It was awful.
It's just it just never got what it needed, which is just depressing.
I mean, Blur had the Hummer H1 Alpha, the Ford Transit Supervan, and a bunch of weird shit that made it fantastic.
I don't think Blur had a Hummer H1.
I thought it did. Or was it the H2?
It had an H2. I don't remember there being an H1.
The Mustang GTR. I remember having the Opel Astra in that game. It was the DTM model, I think.
Yeah, the Astra Xtreme, like that little concept thing.
Mm-hmm. See, the thing is, though, I don't think Blur.
I still remember one day in Blur, like it was like a B-class race or something, and it just glitched me into one of the legendary cars. And I basically did a race. Yeah, it did it for me once. I glitched into one of the legendary vehicles. I did the race with it and basically destroyed everybody with it. I think it was the legendary Viper.
Oh, you're talking about the Hennessy Viper that they had?
No, it was the ACR because it was B-class.
Oh yeah, because the Hennessy Venom was the Dodge Venom was the A-class.
Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah. Who remembers I remember the GT. I do remember. Excuse me, the GTSR in Blur.
Yeah, that was in Blur as well, the GTSR.
Mm-hmm. I remember they had those one races that were like in the LA River, so there's a bunch of water, and it's like, guess we can't use our Opel Astras and stuff, so we got to resort to Valor Nemesis and Land Rover Defenders.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there were legendary cars in Blur Q. It's basically like that thing's the Blur had like it's like Blur's own prestige thing.
Yeah, I think it was like a veteran system or something like that.
Yes.
And you prestige in multiplayer, and then you get a legendary version of the car. It's got like a special livery. I think I only did it once, and then I quit playing Blur. It basically had like a special livery. It had all the upgrades and stuff pre-attached to it. It was basically just like a slightly better version. In a nice little package with a special paint job. I remember, I think the first legendary you get was like a 1 Series TII concept.
I think it was the AC Schnitzer, actually.
Which one?
The AC Schnitzer 1 Series. Because there was 2 1 Series in that game, the TII thing and that TII concept thing, and the AC Schnitzer thing.
I don't think it was the
It was, I believe.
Wait, Blur still has its website up? Oh no, it goes to Web Archive. Damn, that's sad. The Blur website doesn't even exist anymore.
Nope.
Last activity was May 21st, 2009. Actually, no, wait. December 2011.
That's sad.
Yeah, really.
We said we can't have good things sometimes.
I'm gonna pull up the car list on Blur. Blur had a drag style Corvette. Yeah, it did. It was a C3, I believe.
But we still have the Space Jam website for whatever reason.
Let's see. AC Schnitzer, legendary. It may have been the ACS. Oh, the ACS1.
Yeah, the ACS1.
AC Schnitzer. There's also the boss cars. I think I had all of them except for the Hummer. Yeah, it was a Hummer H2.
I had every boss car in that game.
I'm sorry, but like those characters have no purpose in that game, honestly.
No. They were just there.
Yeah. Shannon's Renault R230. Oh yeah, the R230 McGann. I forgot that was her first car, and then she had the Opel Astra.
Oh, there's a reason why it's still there after 22 years. I'm looking at the fucking URL, like it says archive. That's probably the reason right there.
What other cars there was a rat version of the Hummer H2. Oh, there was. I remember they had like rat rods in that game too. And of course they had like the Koenigsegg CCXR and Let's see, a rat beetle.
I know they're still thinking hosting it, but it is technically listed as an archive.
I still miss Blur. It had some really good racetracks in it too, like the Tokyo highways, for example. Wait, Blur had a Toyota Supra?
Yes, it did.
I didn't remember. I forgot about that.
Fuck. I've been frozen today.
Brought to you by Frosted Flakes.
I tried to play Burr, but I just never got good at it. The AI is brutal in that game, paired with the fact that I never really enjoyed power-up races, and I put it down quickly.
It depends on the power-up race, like Rumble Racing, NASCAR Rumble, and Blur are the only ones I never played NASCAR Rumble. I played Rumble Racing. Yeah, the Toyota Supra was in Blur because this is back before Toyota started cracking down on their licensing policy.
A big game changer there, a Supra.
I love how everybody's like, they won't put Toyotas in games anymore, but why Gran Turismo Sports? Because Gran Turismo Sport really doesn't allow you to tune the Supra, technically.
Well, technically, the Toyota Supra is also the mascot of Gran Turismo.
One of them.
One of them.
I think it was alongside an R32 as well.
Have I tried any game of the Flat Out series? I've tried all of them.
I played one of the Flat Out games, I don't remember which one. Then I played like its knockoff counterpart, which is Crash and Burn.
Crash and Burn is really underrated in my opinion.
You said it's not, or really underrated?
It is really underrated.
Yeah, I mean, it had some cool bits and pieces to it. But the one I remember playing was the Destruction Derby that everybody hated because it wasn't really Destruction Derby at heart.
What, Arenas?
Yeah.
Arenas is... I don't give a shit what people say. Arenas is good.
Yeah, I agree with you there. I liked Arenas. The fact that, you could grind the first tournament over and over again with the same character until they basically have jet engines on the back of their car. That was always fun.
Oh. You know what else is a good game?
What?
Test Drive Eve of Destruction, which I did
easily.
I agree. AMC Pacer was overpowered in that game.
Oh yeah.
And so was I believe it was called the Gorilla, but it was basically a AMC Rebel machine.
And there we go. There's the EA Cup done. So yeah.
I was about to say I just recently watched Thunder's Let's Play of Eve of Destruction with Rhino.
Yeah, it's still on. Still up there.
Still up there.
So yep, that's gonna do it for today's stream because of how I'm segmenting this. I don't know if I'm gonna have a stream technically next Thursday because of the potential day of moving stuff. So there's a chance that NASCAR Rumble might not happen next week. So apologize if that's the case, guys. But if that's the case, it'll just be the week afterwards, and then that'll be when we do the last part, and then we can wrap up the game then. So yeah, stay tuned for that though. I will still be streaming tomorrow, hopefully, with some returning to some Midnight Club 2. So definitely stay tuned for that if you enjoy that game. And if you enjoyed the stream and you would like to see more, why not hit that follow button? I stream 3 times a week, at least when I can, of new and old racing games of all kinds of all sorts and whatnot. And if you want to help support the stream, feel free to check out the donations button. It takes you right to Streamlabs where you can donate straight through. You can also send bits, subscribe to my Twitch or host, and if you were here to just watch the stream, then thank you very much. Regardless, if you want to check out my other links, you can support on Patreon, follow me on Twitter, subscribe to my YouTube, or join the Discord server, all of which you can find in the About Me section. So, yeah, just before I just before I finish up here, because he's doing a stream and I usually recommend people watch him just because I think he makes good streams. Arrow is currently streaming some Forza 7 stuff, and he's genuinely very entertaining. So go check him out, because I will be there hopefully. But yeah, thank you guys so much for coming out, and I will hopefully see you guys tomorrow with some Midnight Club 2.